Hey, welcome. This is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan doing a little live stream a few days before Christmas. And let's see if people are joining on right now. I just put a little. I did a story to my personal Instagram. That's Ryan Lum Rocks, and I did a little story on Happy Healthy Vegan Instagram to let people know that we are streaming. I'm streaming here today. So let's see who's joining on here. Let me get to the viewer chat here. So if you're here, say hello. Gosh, why am I not seeing the chat right now? There we go. There's Vegan Kathy. There's Matt. There's Yoga Kennedy. You were third, Yoga Kennedy, almost first. Erica and the show. Hey guys, thanks for joining. I'm going to leave the stream up afterwards. It's about 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time right now on Sunday. But I'll leave it up at least till midnight tonight, and maybe I'll leave it up a little bit longer than that. So, like I said, I don't like to have our homepage on YouTube just have all these live streams on there. I like these to be special. And if you really like to have access to all our old live episodes, I never even plug our Patreon page. You know, if you've ever gone there, you probably noticed we don't have too many followers there. But I do post our live stream videos, our old ones, up to Patreon, so you guys can watch them forever if you're on Patreon. So anyway, if you want to support us there, I hardly ever plug it. It's probably the first time I plugged it in like a year or two on a live stream. But it's just find us Happy Healthy Vegan on Patreon, and we have some cool rewards there for you too. For you as well, like Angie's book, t-shirts, all that stuff. Or you just want to support and just be cool, that's cool too. All right, anyway, so we got who else came on since then? We got Raw Matt and Vegan Corey, Sigurd, Peter, Reluctant Warrior, Cassiopeia, hope I got that right, Tyrone Jackson, Jeffrey, Star Secrets. Wow, it's just going on. So Montana, hey Susie Vega, watching from Montana, awesome. Yeah, I like to come on at weird times, like I don't like to do it like every day at the same time. I like to just kind of come on at different times of the day, different days of the week, so different people can join in. So cool. I'm glad this is a cool time for you in Montana. Let's see. All right, we already got someone to hide on this channel. Bye bye, Joseph. Let's see. Vegan Metalhead, what is up? And who else is joining on? Spudfit Sam, Lucretia, what's up, guys? Thanks for joining. So, yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. I didn't come on with any particular topic today. I just do a general, Q&A live stream here for y'all. Hey, doing good. My knee's a little sore. I banged it on the wall of the garage when I was walking through the doorway like a couple hours ago carrying a bunch of grocery bags, so I'm a little bummed about that right now. I like being injury free, so hopefully it's just a little sore. I don't think it's anything worse than that. So anyway, what else you guys got going on here? Iceland, cool. Sigurdur Annarsson. Hope I'm not butchering your name up too bad there. Thanks. Cool. Well, Iceland. I don't remember too many people saying that they've been watching from Iceland before. And Ontario, Canada. Cool. Monaldi one. Awesome. Vegan Metalhead. Have we ever had Malaysian food? I mean, there's restaurants here that have, kind of a fusion of different, Southeast Asian cuisines. I can't say any of them are specifically Malaysian, but yeah, what do you recommend? That sounds like it'll be great. Let's see. Cool, guys. Thanks for mentioning my run for Long Beach City Council. You saw my website there, Lucretia. Yeah, let me just pop it up here. Let me see. Browser. Let me click the right button here. There's our Happy Healthy Vegan website, and yeah, check that out. We're blowing out the ebooks right now at 50% off, and the we get to the right window here, and the classic tees, which are the tie-dye one and the short sleeve black one and the purple tank, the ladies purple tank. We're selling those for 10% off right now too. I think you have to use our code Happy Vegan, I believe. I forgot. I sent that email out a few weeks ago, but check that out. But yeah, let me show you my personal political city council website here. Yeah, I've been tweaking it ever since I made it. In fact, how patriotic am I? I don't think I really talked about this much, but I started making it. I made the bulk of it on the 4th of July, other people are having parties and stuff. I'm making a website for my city council run. Anyway, cool. So let's see who's joined on here in the past few seconds or so. Thanks, Peter. I hope my knee gets better. You know how it is the first day when you get like an injury of some kind. It's kind of like, what's going on? You're kind of wondering, a little bummed, but I don't think anything's broken or anything like that. You know, just like I think I just smacked it hard, and I got to deal with the consequences of that. Probably no basketball for a few days. I just hope I can at least go to the gym and just lift some weights or anything. You know, I'm cool with taking a few days off from basketball and such. Anyway, produce not pills. Yes, you are not first today, so you're slacking, huh? Just kidding. Ricky Bung watching from Alaska. Awesome. Wow, we're getting some high northern latitudes today. Iceland, Alaska. How's the weather there, guys? How's the weather in Alaska and Iceland? I can't even imagine what's going on there. You know, I'm all freezing here when it's like 60. You know, I can't imagine how cold it must be in Alaska, and no sunlight now since it's the winter solstice, basically. Natalie S says, I love BTS. Cool. Yeah, we are fans of BTS here as well. Yeah, Angie's actually behind on the love seat in the studio here, wearing a BTS t-shirt and playing a BTS video game on her phone. North Dakota, Darla. Well, thanks. And I bet, Merry Christmas to you. I bet you, it's cold and dark up where you're at too. Pittsburgh, Travis. That's where you're at, Travis. I always wondered where you're from, Travis. Cool. Pittsburgh. I bet it's cold out in Pittsburgh too, huh, guys? And we're such wimps here. You know, we're kind of all bummed. Like, oh man, it's cold. It's going to rain for a few days, you know. But I'm sure you guys are experiencing much crazier weather than we got here. Wow, Lucretia, you've worked with the mayor on a few projects. Wow, well, you're more politically connected in your community than I am, it looks like there. Itzy Jaden, you're saying trying to go vegan in Texas. Good for you. Not hard. You just get made fun of a lot. Yeah, I can imagine. If you're in Austin, which I don't know if you are, I'm sure there's a lot less of the getting made fun of bit, happening there. But I'm sure anywhere outside of Austin, I bet it's a bit more of a struggle. But it's happening. I know our friends in Austin, Nadamu, you guys know the ice cream company, they keep telling me we got to come out there, and they want to take us to Dallas because their favorite vegan restaurant is in Dallas. So, vegan food is all over the United States now, even in places you think, vegan food's always been everywhere, rice, beans, potatoes, legumes, fruits, vegetables, they're everywhere. But yeah, restaurants is what I'm talking about. You can find that stuff pretty much everywhere now in the United States. Let's see. Australia, the local fudge. Yeah, I've been following your guys' weather situation online. I can't believe how crazy hot it is. I was reading a few days ago how it was average temperatures like 104 in Australia, and it was predicted to get even hotter. I saw the satellite imagery of how Sydney is just getting blasted with the smoke of several different fires converging on there, creating a public pollution air hazard. Sounds crazy. We got Toto in Melbourne. Wow, how are you doing there in Melbourne? I thought most of Australia is getting a lot of smoke, especially the way the winds blow, huh? You're probably getting it there too, I imagine. So let's try to stay cool there. Let me ask you guys this too. I was just talking to Angie about this. Like wintertime here for us in the northern hemisphere, it's associated with cold weather, snow. What's it like in Australia? Like 100+ degrees and Christmas going on. Is that just kind of normal for you guys to do you put up Christmas trees in Australia and do all the Christmas stuff that we do here, and it's like 100 degrees? Just kind of curious what Christmas would be like around the summer solstice compared to the winter solstice. So let us know, guys, from Australia or anywhere from the southern hemisphere, New Zealand. Just share with me. I never really talked to an Australian person about how Christmas is experienced in a whole different season than what we're used to here. Great White Plant Eater. Yeah, greetings from Carlsbad, California. Yeah, you're probably experiencing the same kind of weather we got going on here. It's going to start raining for a few days. An atmospheric river is kind of pointed at us and will make the holidays, at least this week, kind of wet. Kay, no, I did not see any of that you're asking about. Toto, 3 days ago, 41 degrees Celsius. Yikes, that is crazy. I don't convert to Celsius automatically out the top of my head, but I know 30s is quite warm and 40s pretty crazy. Lucretia, you asked about the raw alignment chick. I hopefully you saw the video I put out, I don't know, about maybe 3, 4, 5 days ago about her going carnivore situation. Really, I didn't address the carnivore situation as much, the 30-day carnivore challenge, the butcher box, all that nonsense. I really just addressed the 2 videos she made. That was one of the 2, where, you know, anyway, addressing her debunking of veganism. So check that out if you haven't already. Let's see, local fuzz, Australian. Here's what they say is like there. We know they say we know Christmas in Australia as one of the hottest days of the year. Lots of barbecue, beer, and swimming.
Okay, that's totally different.
Wow. So how do you guys deal with the imagery of like snow and reindeers and Christmas hats and, you know, cat, whatever? You know, I'm just kind of curious how you guys experience Christmas, like knowing it's a snowy holiday, but it's the hottest day of the year for you guys. Let us know. Hey, Tracy, Alexander, what's up? Hey, Tracy. And Angie's in the back sitting on the love seat right now. Let's see. Alt Richard, no, don't do any acts of like unkind acts like that to anyone, former vegan or not. No, just be cool, have compassion, you know. They'll get what's coming to them in the form of karma. You know, you don't need to intervene in that.
Yeah, I don't need vigilantes.
Yeah, no vigilantes. Yeah, that's just bad for the movement or anything. You know, it just makes us look bad if, you know, vegan confronts or attacks a former vegan or something like that. No, like I said, they'll figure it out. You know, maybe when they go to the doctor or who knows. You know, but anyway. Let's see, what else you guys asking about here? No, I don't know Frank Tufano. I know who he is, but he actually came on the chat, not the chat, the live stream comments, which you guys are on right now, one time during one of my live streams, and he was actually very respectful. He didn't make any attacks on me that I noticed or on you guys. So, I'm not going to say anything bad about him. I really don't know too much about Frank, to be honest with you. So that's where I stand with Frank. Raw Advantage, no way, Chris Kendall. Oh my God, Chris! I was just wearing your peace, love, and seasonal fruit shirt the other day.
Banana Commander.
Yeah, Banana Commander's online. Yeah, everyone say hi to Chris Kendall, Raw Advantage, and yeah, Chris. Yeah. I haven't seen Chris in quite a few years, but I met him at the Woodstock Fruit Festival when we went in 2013. And yeah, it's just cool, chill dude. We skateboarded in Santa Monica a little bit when he came out, like the following year. Good. Yeah, I've been following you on social media a bit, Chris. I haven't we haven't had any big conversations or anything like that, but I've been keeping up with what you're doing, and yeah, good to see you. And stay warm up there, Chris, man. Try not to freeze to death in Canada. Let's see. Yeah, Like It Raw. You guys know the song, yeah. You guys know Chris's theme music there. I mean, I don't know if it's still that, but I remember that's what it was back when we were watching a lot. Yeah, Chris, if you're out here next summer, let us know, man. I haven't been doing much skateboarding or surfing, to be honest with you, but yeah, this happens to me often in the wintertime. Angie will catch me watching all these surfing videos on YouTube. So I've been watching a lot of surf videos lately. So hopefully I'll get back out there and go surfing again. I don't know why. I guess in the wintertime, I'm just like California dreaming. I'm, just kind of wishing for the weather to turn. And actually, the weather's not that bad. The wind hasn't been that bad. Actually, it would have been probably great for me to go surfing this week. But, I should have, huh? In retrospect, I should have gone surfing a few times this week. Yeah, but yeah, come out, Chris. Definitely. Let me know when you're in town. And maybe we can do a vid together or something. Do some more skating or something. I could still pull out my 70s and 80s skateboarding tricks. That'd be rad. Story time. 10-year vegan. Awesome story time, man. A lot of people say that's impossible, but cool. Show them otherwise. Let's see. Ken, you just watched an inspirational video of a vegan just completed the PCT. I think that's the Pacific Coast Trail. Am I right? And so who did that? I'd like to check that out. Did you see it on YouTube? Hey, Crumbs and Chums. Cool name there. Merry Christmas to you. Thanks so much. Great White Planet Eater. Did you go surfing today? I haven't been following the swells. I know they're like, this is the time of year I usually don't like. Even when I was into surfing, a lot, I didn't like the winter months that much because it's a well-known thing. I was never a big fan of like big waves. I appreciate big wave surfing. I love to observe big wave surfing from a safe vantage point or on television. But yeah, my ideal wave is like what you think of like, like Malibu or something like that. Just like a nice 3-foot wave peeling perfectly. I'm totally cool with that. I don't need to like go get barreled or get pummeled in big waves or anything like that. I'm a longboarder. Longboards, even though you can surf, pipeline and longboard is not the ideal thing. I like small longboard waves. Perth, Australia. Hey, Craig. I've been watching the weather in Australia. It looked like Perth was spared from the worst of the heat waves. Am I right there, Craig? But cool. We're getting people represented all over Australia here. We got Melbourne, Sydney, and now Perth on the west coast. Oh, our Christmas tree, Ricky Bung. Good thing you asked. We just put up our plastic vintage Christmas tree. How old do you think that thing is? Like the 50s or something? 50s or 60s Christmas tree. So talking about
the third owner.
Yeah, we're at least the third owner of this tree. So we put up our recycled, reused Christmas tree just yesterday. If you guys seen it in some of our old Christmas vlogs, it's kind of whitish silver. You may have seen it before. But yeah, so we just got that up yesterday on the winter solstice, and the cats were all excited about it. So yeah, it's cool having little cats all into it. Hey, Jorge Fruit, what's up? Thanks for joining, Jorge Fruit. Seen all the locals and regulars getting on right now. Iran, Babak. Oh my goodness, someone from Iran. Good. I was gonna say good day or evening. I don't know what is out there, but thanks for watching. Cool. We really don't see too many people watching from the Middle East, so that's super cool, super amazing, and yeah, if you want to share anything what it's like out there eating plant-based, I'm all ears because I've never heard anyone talk about that before. I assume it probably can be done quite easily because there's such a plethora of great plant foods I know that we eat from the Middle East. So hopefully that's what you guys are eating a lot of. All right, Craig in Perth. Yeah, no fires near you, luckily. And it's a little cooler out there too. Is that what I understand? You're not getting the brunt of it like over in like, the East Coast is getting. All right, so what else? Wow, Lucretia, you got your Christmas tree for $13 at Goodwill. Yeah, it's kind of like ours. Yeah, get a used tree, especially a used one. It's already been made, and you give it a new life. I mean, seriously, ours has been going on since the 50s or 60s. So talk about like low carbon footprint Christmas tree there. Wow, Raw Matt, you live raw vegan off the land in Palm Springs? Wow. Wow, kudos to you, man. That's awesome. That's a lot of work. And in fact, I was just talking to Angie about this. We want to come out and visit Palm Springs this time of year when it's on a nice day, on a nice sunny day where it'll be like 73 degrees. Perfect time to go out there. And I remember reading, forgot where I read this. It was online a few years ago about this small group of raw foodists that lived off the land, I guess sort of illegally, in a canyon in Palm Springs or Palm Desert somewhere. Some original, natural hygiene raw foodist people. And this was a long time ago. I thought it was like, maybe like in the 20s or 30s or something like that. So yeah, maybe I'll Google that and see if I can find where that canyon was. Ken Schufer, hey, how's it going? Thanks so much. You just donated the first super chat tip of this live stream here, and a very generous one too. So thanks so much, Ken. Merry Christmas to you, and thanks. I appreciate your thumbs up for our good work here, and we will continue working hard for the rest of the year and next year as well. And check out on our Twitter, Happy Healthy Vegan @Ryan Lum, and you'll see a shout out there to you. Thank you for the super chat tip there. So thanks so much, Ken. And if you want to ask a question too, go right ahead. Yeah, happy Hanukkah. Just happy holidays to everyone.
Yeah, today's first day of Hanukkah.
Yeah, whatever faith you may be. Okay, Raw Matt knows the name of the canyon. Cool. I'm gonna copy that.
Sweet.
Actually, I'm gonna paste that into my browser right now, so I won't forget the name of that. See, I knew you'd probably know. You're helping me with my research here.
That's
Yeah, all right, cool. I got it. See, I figured if you were in Palm Springs and raw, you would know the name of this canyon that the those old school raw food people were making a stand in back in the
Yeah.
and also since you know about it, do you know what decade it was? I forgot. I guess I'll figure it out if I Google it. But yeah, just let me know if you know if it was the 20s, 30s, 40s. I know it was a long time ago. Um. All right, Vegan Metalshead, give me a tip here. Look up Sukari Life. She makes videos on veganism from Saudi Arabia. Wow, I would love to see that. Sounds fascinating. Okay, I'm gonna Google that too. You guys are giving me some great info here. Let's see. Let me Google. I'm not gonna read it right now. I'm just gonna paste it into my browser so I'll remember later. Cause I've learned this ancient Chinese proverb is applies to me very hardcore. The faintest ink is better than the strongest memory. And the older you get, that becomes more and more true. So thanks for that tip. Um, let's see, Valentino, can you be a vegan without being sad and angry? Are you joking? Or are you serious? If you're serious, yeah, totally. I mean,
We are happy, healthy parents.
yeah, I mean, our channel is happy, healthy, vegan. So I mean, do I look pretty angry? Do I look pretty sad? I just consider myself like a normal, even-keeled person as far as emotions go. I experience anger, I experience sadness, but those don't like define me. They don't constitute the majority of my waking emotional life or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, if you're sad and or angry, that probably has not much to do with your diet. I mean, yeah, there's certain aspects about veganism, if you really just kind of dwell on them, that it can make you more depressed, more sad. Really, it's really sad. Just to know that how many billions of animals, 80 billion animals, get killed needlessly every year, so people can have their meat and dairy products, and how few people seem receptive to hear the truth about how their lifestyles are so horrible, not only for animals' lives, but for the environment and for their health. It's just kind of like, you feel like you're hitting your head on a wall. So it can be a bummer in that regard. But you don't have to let that bring you down if so. Give you more, it should give you more motivation to just work harder if you're into like spreading the message. Okay, Babak in Iran. Let's see what you said here. You've been vegan for around 6 months. In Iran, yeah, foods are more meat-based. They are everywhere, pretty much. But a lot of vegan food and vegan bars are getting popular here.
Wow.
More because of the meat price, and thanks to Donald Trump for all the like trade wars and embargoes and stuff like that. So I guess he's done some good for Iran, making meat more expensive. I mean, yeah, I mean, whatever it takes. I mean, meat is expensive. Here in the United States, meat, dairy, eggs, they're subsidized by our government, by the taxpayers, which is crazy. I don't want to get into that right now, but the price that consumers pay for their animal products here should be higher if it weren't for these subsidies that I don't know why we're still subsidizing this. Maybe it made sense 100 years ago or whatever, but Okay, Valentino Mall. Okay, I'm okay. I'm glad my response about the sad, angry thing. Yeah, I took you seriously at it. So I'm glad you liked my response. Cool. Maybe was that relatable? Is that kind of why you're bummed as a vegan because of those things I brought up? Because yeah, I said it's easy to kind of dwell on those and let them just make you boil, but you just can't let that happen. Think of all the positive. How often do I turn on that lava lamp? Yeah, I should have cranked it on for this live stream probably, huh? Yeah, I turn on in the evenings. I turn on when I film my regular non-live stream videos. But it would be way more cool with it on right now. I figured it wouldn't look that great with all the lighting on right now. Let's see. Let's see. All right, let me get a little sip of water right now. I told you I've learned my lesson to stay hydrated over the course of live streams, or there are consequences to pay. Just stay hydrated in general. Cool, I see Tracy, our moderator, is just answering all your guys' questions and saying hello. Tracy's an awesome moderator. Thanks for coming on today, Tracy. I'm surprised a Race Lever hasn't hopped on yet. I finally found a weird time where Race Lever is busy. He's such a mystery, Race Lever. He's another moderator. He's on most of the times, and he won't reveal too much about his personal life. I've met Tracy many times, you know, gone out to dinner and stuff. But yeah, Race Lever, he's such an enigma. Hey, Queen Goddess 2010. He's saying, hi there. Just wanted to say I love your videos. Thank you. You've been vegetarian for a while, and I feel it's time to go vegan. So I bought Angie's cookbook and can't wait to make her recipes. Thanks so much. Yeah, we have some more copies here of Keep It Carb Baby. We're starting to run a little low again. I mean, we have enough to get through this month and Veganuary.
Oh my God.
But yeah, we still got it. And Tracy, the moderator, helped out with some of the editing of the second edition. Just cleared up some little, I don't want to say typos, but, you know, ambiguities, things like that, just to make it even better. So cool. I'm glad you ordered it. If you just ordered, I've been going to Angie can vouch for this. I've been going to the post office, just going, you know, all throughout, you know, many days the past weeks to make sure you guys get your orders and to make sure they arrive in time for Christmas, hopefully. So hopefully you're one of the recent orders and you'll get it in time for Christmas and be stoked. And I've got to mention, Angie's working hard, as Tracy, the moderator, knows. Angie's working hard on her next book. Tracy's been testing out some of the recipes. She just told me this morning how Tracy gave you a tip about how much dates to put in one of the recipes. So yeah, Tracy's been giving great feedback. So what I'm saying, when the book comes out, it's going to be tight. It's going to be really tight. I don't even know if we'll need a second edition because Tracy's actually trying the recipes from Angie. Angie sends her the recipes. Tracy makes them. So yeah, everything should be really clear and perfect, I should say. I don't like to use that word lightly, but it all should be really tight.
Don't forget to tell them the ebook still half
Oh,
off.
yes. And the ebook, guys, on our website, Happy Healthy Vegan. Let me go there right now. Right now on our website, the ebook, Keep It Carb Baby ebook. Let me find it right here. Is half off. We're gonna do it for the rest of the holidays here. $6.50, guys, half price. So if you're thinking about getting Keep It Carb Baby for Christmas, you can get the ebook like today, right now. So yeah, now's a great time to head over to our website up here. I'll post the link down here in the show notes. Let me post it here. Bam. shop.happyhealthyvegan.org, and here's the link right to the ebook if you want to get that. So yeah, thought I'd plug the ebook there. We don't do this too often, but yeah, we sometimes do these 50% off sales. And Tracy says Angie's new recipes are awesome, and I may say so too because I've been eating them for the past year. So yeah, so hopefully we'll get that out to you in the first quarter or half of next year for sure, I'm hoping. So that's the goal. Hopefully life will cooperate, huh? Cool. Okay, Queen Goddess. Okay, you got the ebook and you live in Canada, so it's great to get that and have it on your tablet. Awesome. That's a cool thing about the ebook. Yeah, you can put it on your phone, tablet, computer, whatever you want to put it on. Let's see, Jorge, have you ever done personalized coaching on going vegan, eating more whole food plants? You know, I've thought about that seriously. Even one time many years ago, made a little page on our website, but like took it down pretty quickly. No one took me up on it in that time. What I'm saying is no. I just don't feel like I don't have any certifications or anything like that. You know, I don't have a degree in nutrition. So no, I humbly don't think even though I'd probably be pretty good at it, I just don't feel like I have the right credentials or qualifications to do that. I know people do this all the time with far less experience and knowledge than I have, but I respect the field and I don't think that's where I should be working in. But, you know, if someone else wants to do it, you know, that's their decision. My campaign is going. It's tough. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of time. And I had to back off a little bit the past couple weeks because December is a big month for us here on YouTube. You know, it's like, you know, we have all our shop.happyhealthyvegan.org, you know, Cyber Mondays, you know, getting our stuff out to everyone, you know, fulfilling the orders and just making some good videos in December. It's always a goal of mine to make some kick butt videos. So yeah, I'm working on the campaign and I'm trying to find a nice balance in life probably in January, you'll see me a little less on YouTube. Maybe I'll make some videos of me on the campaign trail. I'm going to go talk to people, knock on doors, old school style. But it's tough, man. I've seen how kind of corrupt politics is, even on the local level here. How much money gets funded by... it's just crazy. You'd be surprised how many hundreds of thousands of dollars can go into a single person's city council campaign. It's crazy. You know, I mean, from their own funds, from like police unions. It's nuts, you know. And the thing is, they're never going to back a candidate like myself, you know. So, you know, there's a lot of unfairness about it, but I'm still going to go out and fight the fight and at least spread the message that I've been trying to spread here on YouTube, spread it to Long Beach. So anyway, let's get back to your questions here. If you vote for me, no, you can't vote for me in Anaheim. You got to live in Long Beach, and specifically in Long Beach District 2. So the only way to vote for me is your support, either your spiritual support like a lot of you guys have been giving me, or if you want to contribute to my campaign, you're more than welcome to do that too. That's at ryanlum.net. Let me put that up here for a second here. Here we go, ryanlum.net. That's my campaign website here. You can see all the things, the issues I am fighting for. A lot of the issues I'm fighting for are very different from what others are fighting for. So you can check it out. Yeah, I represent a unique view on how to make Long Beach better and make the world better, in the sense of, you know, we all live on one planet, and trying to fight climate change very seriously. I don't see anyone else trying to tackle that. So anyway, back to me here. Hey, Daycross, second time in finding my live chat. Awesome, cool. Yeah, like I said, I don't have a scheduled time, no particular day of the week. They're often around this time, but sometimes I try to come on a little earlier to catch people in Europe. DJ121 asking about vegan cat food. I don't want to give any recommendations for pets of any kind and what to feed them. I've seen how different pets respond differently. I use the word loosely, and knowledge or expertise, I don't want to say that word, is in how humans eat. So yeah, however you want to feed your pets, you do the research on that. One big reason is I don't want to give you any advice that could cause you to have to take your pet to the vet and spend thousands of bucks, or even make him or her sick. Not the vet, but your pets. So I am very comfortable telling you how I eat as a whole food plant-based vegan, because there's all the preponderance of scientific evidence supporting it, and my personal experience of over 9 years having great results, great blood tests, great health, great all that. So yeah, we keep this focus on human rather than pet nutrition. Others are cool talking about that. That's where I kind of draw the line there. Just like I don't want to have a coaching business. I don't feel like I'm qualified to have a coaching business. I just kind of, our YouTube channel, it's really not that preachy. I don't say, here's what you have to eat. We're just plant-based, or vegan, I should say, more than plant-based, recommending mainly whole food plants. If you want to have some, vegan pizza or ice cream from time to time, cool, have at it, But as far as coaching someone, making like meal plans, diet plans, and what supplements to take, that's not what my background's in. We just share what we're doing, what's working for us. Produce, not pills. Why can't you have soy if you have swollen thyroid? See, again, that's nothing. I know nothing about that. No idea. That sounds like a question for a medical doctor or something like that. I never even heard of that. Yeah, Cam, I agree. Yeah, Vegan Gains is getting good again. I like how he's toned down the language. I think he did that specifically because of the new guidelines for what advertisers find advertising friendly, and I think it's made his show way more powerful. Instead of how his classic Vegan Games from like 4 years ago, just kind of attacking people. He's just laying down facts, truth, logic in a very methodical way, much like a trial lawyer. I think he'd be great as an attorney, actually. Yeah, he's I think had a rebirth as far as the power of his presentation as of late. Yeah, ask Goji Man such questions about thyroid issues. Yeah, see, that's his training, PhD program and bio whatever he's studying, as opposed to me. Hey, Race Lever. Good to see you, Race Lever. Hey, I haven't seen you
Hey.
for a little bit. Oh, I guess you've been on for a little while, Race Lever. Well, good to see you. I thought I was just joking earlier. I go, I finally found a time, a day and time where Race Lever couldn't make it to a live stream. Not that I don't want you to. I always want you to be here for sure. But I'm going, man, I finally got Race Lever. He's probably doing some like Christmas or holiday thing or something like that. But anyway, good to see you. Awesome. Yeah, kudos to Vegan Gains. If Vegan Gains or Jasmine Gains is watching, good job, guys. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Richard's response videos the past few months. He's kicking butt. All right, so what else y'all talking about here? Gotta stay hydrated. Most important thing. Oraya 227 mukbang. Nothing to mukbang right now. Unlike the Thanksgiving live stream. Yeah, Angie and I mukbanged. That was fun. But yeah, it's kind of a special occasion, I guess, when we mukbang. Crumbs and Chums. Thank you for your super chat there, Crumbs and Chums. We say, hope you have a good looking Christmas. Thank you. Hopefully it won't be too rainy. My plan is to go visit relatives on my side of the family, which are mainly Chinese relatives, and go out for like a Chinese banquet of sorts. It's gonna be tricky because it's not a vegan restaurant, unfortunately. So the good thing about Chinese restaurants, though, you can always find rice. You can always get some vegetables, which were not made with anything other than just vegetables. Get some just like broccoli or something like that. But yeah, we usually have pretty good luck finding stuff. But yeah, that's what's going on that day. So it's cool and fun to see the family, but it's kind of bummer to not go to a vegan restaurant. Alabama. Hey, Cynthia. How's it going, Cynthia Wilson from Alabama? First person from Alabama on tonight. Yeah, there you go. Story time. Yeah, I can add some soy sauce to the rice or veggies. Yeah, for sure. Tomato sauce. Yeah, there's a lot of options there. Just kind of overwhelming at first. Like, okay, what can we get? We try to talk to the waiter to let them know we're the different ones of the group here, because it'll be like 20 odd people, and then me and Angie. Yeah, Stumpy, there you go. Tips. Any tips for Christmas with non-vegans? Yeah, like depends what you're doing. I would say if you can, bring your own food. That's what we often do. But we usually meet at one of their houses or one of their homes. But this time, my mom wanted to take them all out and treat them at a restaurant. So yeah, go to try to figure out what the restaurant has. I went there to the restaurant's webpage, went to their Yelp page, typed in the word vegan, nothing. But like I said, I'm not too worried because it's a Chinese restaurant. You can always get rice. You always get some vegetables. There'll be something. You caught that joke there too, huh? Crumbs and Chums. Good looking equals LTJ Bookham. Yeah, totally.
What's the guy that knows about?
Oh yeah, Crumbs and Chums. Yeah, you're the one that told us about that new Seba song. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, Dawn Patrol. Yeah, I gotta check that out again. I heard it. Yeah, when we saw you last time, we saw it like a few nights before. Saw it, meaning played it on YouTube out in the living room. Listened to it real loud.
I was wondering if you played your mixtape on Mixcloud yet.
Oh wait, yeah. Where? How would he have gotten that?
On the Love Spirals.
Oh yeah, Angie wants to know, Crumbs and Chums, if on the Love Spirals Mixcloud, if you heard my mixtape yet. Angie's wondering, because I think she told you about that when she was on with me last time. How do you make tofu good? I don't make tofu good. The best way to make tofu good, as Tracy, our moderator, knows, is to go to Vin, Loy, and Cerritos. Vin, they actually have two. One in Reseda in the valley, the San Fernando Valley, and one not too far from us here in Cerritos, and so both are in Southern California. Vin, Loy, tofu. I swear, it's the best tofu dishes I've ever had in my life. And it's not just tofu. They make really cool dishes like noodles, rice. It's amazing. Asian fusion. I think it's more Vietnamese based, but yeah, it just seems like good, just tasty Asian tofu based dishes. Let's see. Karen asked, we didn't make our Thanksgiving feast this year. Yes, we did not.
We made it, but not on the...
Yeah, not on camera this year. Will we be cooking at home some sort of Christmas feast? Probably not, like I said, because we're going to go out to a restaurant with my side of the family. But on Thanksgiving, we didn't have the traditional Thanksgiving feast that we usually show you guys. But we left it up. It's still on our channel. We did the live stream on Thanksgiving Day, and we did a mukbang. We we ordered from the.
Let me see what we had on Instagram.
And what's that? It's on Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Angie points out a good point. Yeah, on Instagram though, it's not live there. We took photos. On our Instagram, follow. Angie's the one curating that hardcore. Follow Happy Healthy Vegan on Instagram. And the reason why I'm saying that is you can see what we ate on Thanksgiving. The photos of it are on Instagram. We did make a nice feast for Thanksgiving. Took that. Oh yeah, whatever. Angie made a nice feast. We took it over to your sister's house, and we had a feast like no other, man. Let's see, Crumbs and Chums said the Disneyland track on our vlog from a couple days ago sounded like the best of Cocteau Twins. Yeah, I think at the end you're playing you blasted It's All Right, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks, Crumbs and Chum. If you haven't, check it. That's from our latest album. Love Spirals is our band. Hope you guys know that right now. Love Spirals, all one word. And the album is Life Goes On.
On all streaming platforms,
yeah,
including YouTube. And the CD's 50% off on our website.
Yeah, I'll show them our website. I don't think I've ever really taken them over to our website. Let's see, let me go to the browser here. And this is our website, lovespirals.com. And yeah, you can listen to our album on here. If you want to watch some of our older videos, these aren't from our latest album, unfortunately. We got too busy to make videos once the album came out. But here on Bandcamp, you guys can buy the compact disc if you like that, or you can buy the digital album as well. And these are like high quality downloads. You can get like lossless, AAC, or MP3, whatever you guys like. But yeah, check it out. Our band, and that song that on the Disney vlog was called that one was let's see, It's All Right, the opening track, where I have this really crazy, majestic guitar solo at the end. So yeah, very Cocteau Twins inspired. If you guys know what that is, who the Cocteau Twins are, yeah, Chums and Crumbs is right. And yeah, I mean, that album, seriously, that was the 10th album I've made in my musical career. 10 albums under my belt, and that I nailed it. I've always thought each album kind of it could have been better, and this is the first one where I look back. Yeah, it's good. It totally. I guess it took 6 years to make. That's a consequence. But yeah, it's the first one I'm totally happy with. Even a year out, wouldn't change a thing really.
Hey, someone named Adam just started following us on Bandcamp. Is he watching?
Is Adam watching right now? Because Adam just started following us on Bandcamp. So if you're watching the live stream, Adam, cool. I'm glad someone, you can follow us. Let me get back to the Bandcamp page here. Yeah, you can just go to the Bandcamp page and follow us. So, let me scroll over real quick. Yeah, just follow Love Spirals on bandcamp.com. Cool. Awesome, Adam, if you're watching. Let us know if you're there in the chat. You gotta be. What are the odds, huh?
Yeah, it'd be pretty crazy.
Let's see. So, hey, Rabbit Food Fitness, what is up? Oh, is Graven Babies here too? I've seen Graven. Let's see. Graven Babies, what's up? What are you restricted on what you can eat now? You need to go to the market? Are you restricted in that way, or are you trying an odd Christmas diet or something? All right, Golden G Children asks, what's our inspiration for the song Music is Magic? That's called Heartstrings. That's on our latest album, To Life Goes On. It's a long story, actually.
I wrote that so long ago.
Yeah, actually, that's like the oldest song. It comes from like a loop of what I was playing on acoustic guitar a long time ago. I think I recorded it to like DAT maybe or something like that, a digital audio tape. And Angie sent a loop of that to someone else, and they kind of made a song around it. And I heard that, I go, oh, let's just do that on our own and make it our own and make it really good, make it better. And so that's kind of the long story. I mean, the short version of that long story. It's an old song where someone else kind of actually started the ball rolling, got the ball rolling.
But the lyrics are just about being in a band with you.
Yeah, and the lyrics. Yeah, everyone about the lyrics. Yeah, Angie said they're just developed from just by being in a band with me.
And that's what the lyrics are about.
That's what they're about. Yeah, us kind of writing stuff, music together, working on music and sound and all. Let's see. JT Money says, "Hey AHV, I am a new vegan in the last couple months, and wondering what I should have instead of turkey this year when the family comes over. What do you recommend?" Well, first of all, let's see what the our viewers here suggest. But what does Angie think? First, it'll be his first Christmas as a vegan.
Well, I mean, honestly, you know, growing up being vegetarian in the 80s and stuff, like, I just would eat all the sides.
Yeah, this is the easiest part to do, assuming like your relatives don't put butter and everything. But just eat the sides, you know. Hopefully they can make mashed potatoes. If not, make your own mashed potatoes. You know,
that's what we do.
That's what we did for Thanksgiving. I made the potatoes. She made the gravy.
Yeah, mushroom gravy.
Mushroom gravy,
and you can also make just a simple white gravy with.
You can make a white with potato.
Yeah, white gravy is basically just flour.
White gravy, which is just flour, so you can make your own stuff. Yeah, eat the sides. You know, usually they're not going to mess up the peas and corn. Hopefully. So yeah, I guess you'll want to check with whoever's making the food to see if they put butter in their food.
Sweet potatoes.
Plain sweet potatoes. There you go, without any butter, you know, or just regular potatoes without any butter. And if you want to bring some vegan butter, you can probably go to Trader Joe's if you live near one and get some great Miyoko's butter.
And there's always all the fake meat that's in
the
section.
All the fake meat. Trader Joe's, tofurkey. We did that one night, like after Thanksgiving, right? It was on sale, so we got the tofurkey, fake meat. We didn't use their gravy because I saw it had garlic in it, so Angie made again her mushroom gravy once again. Yeah, and that mushroom gravy recipe is in Keep It Car Baby. If you want the recipe for that mushroom gravy, your timing is great because right now you can get Keep It Car Baby, the book, at half price. So here it is on shop.happyhealthyvegan.org, and I'll paste the link. It's only $6.50 now through the holidays. This is a rare thing for us to put on sale like this. So I'll put the link down there. You get the mushroom gravy recipe. But yeah, if you don't want to do that, just use the tofurkey recipe. You're probably not against garlic like I am. I was against it too because I just had some garlic a few days before and the smell finally wore off of me and I didn't want to go down that road again. Yeah, Jorge Fruit. He loves the Trader Joe's meatless meatballs.
There you go.
Yeah, just get some nice stuff like that. Something that you can make.
They've got some fake chicken nuggets there too.
Fake chicken nuggets from Trader Joe's with gravy too.
You can make your own.
Or make your own gravy for that. Another thing you could do if you're connected, if you're in the know, a lot of local vegan restaurants and pop-up people make specific holiday. Like, you know, roasts or turkeys, you know, vegan ones, obviously, tamales, foods that you can like pick up like the day before Christmas or whatever, or on Christmas Day and take with you. That's a big business around here too. And some of the bigger places, I thought even like this Veggie Grill, I thought they might even have a Christmas takeout option. I'm not sure. You got to check that out. But yeah, look around for restaurants that offer a service like that. Just, yeah, go to your families or friends, wherever you're going, and bring some good food and show them that being vegan doesn't suck. Because, yeah, they always look at what we're bringing. They know we don't bring crappy food. They may have tripped out the first year or two. So it might be weird the first year. I'll give you that. The first time, since this is the first time, it might be a little strange. But after a while, they'll see you're serious, that you're not falling apart, and you're doing well, and you're looking good and feeling good, and they'll be interested in what you're eating.
Remember how I always used to bring I would bring the pre-cooked lentils from Trader Joe's, but I would just add in my own like vegetables and seasonings, and they always wanted to eat some of them.
Yeah, we would bring lentils too, like Angie said, the pre-cooked lentils from Trader Joe's, and
spice them up and add veggies.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to put oh my God, thanks for letting me know. I didn't put me back on the monitor, guys. I'm dumb. Thank you, Tracy. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, let me know if everything's cool now. Is everything cool? I'll just kind of wait a second. Tracy was seeing buffering, but maybe she was just seeing the browser image. Yeah, I was just busy talking. I'll see what everyone says here. Is everything cool? Let me know, guys, if everything's cool. Let's see. All good? All right, cool. All right, thank you.
I'm getting hungry. I think I'm going to go cook.
Yeah, making some food.
Yeah,
yeah, awesome. Daniel has an interesting question. Did going vegan make us a bit misanthropic? Someone who's a little bit not loving humanity. I do have hope, but I would be lying if I said I felt good about the human race. That's what I'm talking about. Someone was asking this earlier, and I said, yeah, it can be really depressing on so many levels, seeing how, just knowing that 80 billion plus animals are killed needlessly so people can have meat and dairy and what have you. And it's sad when presented with the evidence that you don't need to kill animals in order to live, how much better it is for the environment as far as greenhouse gas emissions go, as far as deforestation, as far as pollution of our waterways, etc., etc. How people, and these are people that have kids too. You'd think they'd want to ensure that their children have a habitable planet to live on when they're, 20 years down the road. So I'm saying it can be a little bit sad when people aren't reacting or responding in the way that you hope they would, but it takes time. Maybe the first or even first few dozen times they hear vegan messages, vegan information, they might not be too receptive, but maybe it'll finally hit them all of a sudden. I'm encountering this problem too, trying to work with people in the local Democratic Party who are all pro, let's climate change and let's try to do something about it. But when I bring up how animal agriculture is the leading cause of greenhouse gas emissions and going vegan is what the United Nations said is the most climate friendly diet, just falls on deaf ears. I'm going, wait, are you serious about the United Nations? We got to act now. We can't just dilly-dally for another 10 years. We got to take action yesterday. And it's frustrating to see people not responding, just kind of stuck in their way. So I understand where you're coming from, but I just see it more reason to get more active, make more videos, talk to more people, spread the message even further. But veganism is growing. It's the fastest growing plant-based foods, fastest growing sector in the food business. So things are happening, positive things are happening. So I keep that in mind. That balances out the negative to see the explosion of veganism over the past 5 years. All right, so anyway, yeah, Daniel, exactly. Yeah, you're just kind of saying what I said. How do we address climate change if we don't address animal agriculture? I mean, yeah, I'm as against the fossil fuel industry as anyone. In fact, I'm against them hardcore. They're the ones that they spent millions of dollars, like the Coke Industries, KOCH, spreading the misinformation about climate change denial to fund politicians who are sympathetic to that message, and having that message be repeated by the politicians and get spread to all the climate change deniers that you might talk to in person. I've seen how the money carries the message. It's frustrating. But yeah, that's what I'm saying is, even if you are, if you believe climate change, you're not a denier, how can you take climate change seriously if you don't look at animal agriculture and do what the United Nations says to do? At least eat a vegetarian diet. That was the number 2 diet on their list. Number 1 is vegan. So if, I kind of now judge people's seriousness about climate change, about how seriously they understand the animal agriculture issue. Sorry I have to get judgmental like that, but I have to. It's time. It's, the United Nations, like I said, says we have to act now, and I'm trying to spread the message. Let's see. Yeah, Tracy, thanks for pointing out here. I didn't see the question from Britt there, but yeah, I'm not a medical professional. I didn't see your question, Brett, but yeah, if judging from what Tracy said there, yeah, someone else asked me a question about thyroid. I am not a trained medical professional. I'm very upfront about that. I'm not a nutritionist, not a doctor, not a physician's assistant, not a biochemist, nothing like that. So I'm not qualified to answer questions that I have no experience with. If you want to talk about something I've had an issue with, a condition I've had an issue with, I'll be more than happy to talk to you about that. But something, just general medical questions that I have no experience with, yeah, I'll say talk to a doctor, talk to Goji Man perhaps. But yeah, I'm not it. Sorry to say. At least I don't BS you guys. I'm really upfront and honest about where the limits of my knowledge are. I won't BS you guys and just make up some lie. People do. A lot of people, when they get a question that's outside their field of what they should be talking about, they'll just BS their way through it. I'll just be upfront and say, I don't know anything about that. Yeah, Getty, MX, yeah, people, a lot of the people I'm talking to in politics here expect the government to do everything. And I agree, the government can do more. And that's why I am running for city council. It got me interested. I have a sense of urgency about climate change that I see in none of my other opponents. They might, as I said, they might be for climate change, trying to do something about it, but none have the sense of urgency. None are bringing the proposals that I'm bringing up. And your average layperson expects, the government will take care of it for us. Like, no, government's not doing enough. In fact, we could probably bypass our expectation of government of doing enough by just becoming a vegan society. In fact, that's what the United Nations said. If everyone, I forgot if they gave an exact number, but yeah, I got to get back into that report. But it basically said, if the world were to go vegan, we'd pretty much be able to solve climate change without having to do all the other stuff. Maybe I'm misquoting that, but I'll double check that. Let's see. Brian Turner has good tofu recipes. We're still talking about tofu. Yeah, Brian Turner, check him out. Yeah, he's a tofu. He's a soy boy, huh?
Yeah.
And proud.
I think Brian, Black Metal Vegan Chef.
Let's see. Eden says Ryan promotes vegetarianism. No, I just said vegetarian was ranked by the United Nations the second best climate friendly diet. Number 1 is vegan. So I'm going, if all you can do is go vegetarian, okay, you're making a great step, because I'm having trouble convincing people I've been talking to on the political trail here, fellow, climate change fighting Democrats who are activists in this area. Yeah, I had a couple climate change activists write me, and they wondered why I'm not doing more stuff, like, having more rallies and leading more groups. I'm going, hey, I'm working every day on freaking YouTube and social media, showing the results of what's going on right now with climate change with regards to animal agriculture, the number 1 cause of greenhouse gas emissions. I mean, every day that someone's vegan, they 20 pounds less of carbon dioxide gets emitted into the atmosphere. So if you add that up by how many vegans we talk to a day, that's quite a bit of change just right there alone. But anyway, do we ever go to Chipotle? Once in a while, Jorge. Once in a while, I'll go there and just get like a bean and rice. A lot of beans, a lot of rice, none of the sofritas, and some veggies on that. Great question, Walter White. When I get elected, will I force the school children to eat vegan? Well, first of all, that's not entirely my decision, really. That's that'd be you have to be elected to the school board to make decisions like that. However, as a city council member, I want to have a dialogue with people on the school board, dialogues with people at the school who work in the cafeterias, who make the food buying decisions, and see what there is as far as plant-based options. I believe the school should at the very least be like Disneyland. Disneyland and Disney World are implementing in 2020 at least one vegan option at every stand, every restaurant, every place food is sold in their parks here in the United States. So I expect to try to do something like that. It's a reasonable option. I'm sure it's now 2019, 2020 here in Southern California. I'm sure in their student body population, about 5% of them are vegan. And once you add on vegetarians, it's going to be over 10%. And they should be able to have food options that the school gives. They shouldn't be forced to bring their own food or have their parents make their own food for them. They should have the same options. In fact, a lot of children, the food that's served at schools is the only reliable meal they can get in a typical day. So plant-based children shouldn't be at a disadvantage. So I'm not going to force everyone to be vegan. I've never made that a goal or a statement. Even if I weren't a politician, just here on Happy Healthy Vegan, my goal is not to force anyone to cram a certain food down their throat. People need to understand why they should be eating this way, not forced to eat that way. It'd be like a prisoner. I think any rational person, once they've seen the facts and come to a certain honesty about the facts of the matter, letting go of their ego and their ties to their past, we'll see the way forward. So anyway, let me see. I don't know if we need this thing on anymore.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, so what else you guys asking about here? Yeah, crumbs and chums, you got it. I believe rationalism equals vegan. I mean, the preponderance of the scientific evidence shows it's a win-win-win as far as animals not needing to get killed needlessly. I used the word need there twice. Environmental benefits, particularly saving our planet from the runaway problems of the climate crisis that's awaiting us, and for our health. It's just a win-win-win if you're rational about it. I mean, and I'm not just making this stuff up. I mean, this is all backed up by, like, say, the United Nations, the World Health Organization, American Dietetics Association, British Dietetics Association. Let's see, about tofu. Okay, Gary says that cheap, lazy vegan has a lot of videos about how to make tofu good. Cool. Yeah, I haven't seen any of his vids for a bit. Helmet Blista asks, how is pasture-raised animal adding carbon to the atmosphere? Well, wow. Check out my last video. In fact, check out Vegan Gains' videos about grass-fed beef. I mean, grass-fed beef is actually worse for the environment, and it's kind of weird to think that factory farmed meat, for all its problems, is way more efficient. Grass-fed cattle actually require about 50% more land. Actually, let me go backwards. Factory farm meat requires half the land, 1/4 the water, and remember too that grass-fed beef, they need to live longer. They're eating more food. They're drinking more water. It's farting more through their lifespans, their extended lifespans. So actually, despite what people try to fantasize as magical pastoral fantasy land of grass-fed beef, just doing all, they're doing their thing. They're actually not doing is what I'm getting at is it's way worse for the environment on all levels. It's the most devastating way of producing meat. And in fact, even if let's say it were not as bad as people say, there's just simply not enough land in the world to feed people grass-fed beef. Let's say it were super good for the environment, which it's not. Still, how would you implement it on a global level? Right now, the market share for grass-fed beef is what, maybe in the United States 2 to 3%, 4 tops. Yet over half the contiguous, the lower 48 states here in the United States, half the land is devoted to animal agriculture, grazing cattle. So there's not enough room. Maybe we can feed 8% tops, 10% maybe. So it doesn't scale is the point, the long-winded point I'm trying to make here. And again, don't trust me. I've pointed to studies. Vegan Gains did a whole video, I think, last week about the inefficiencies and the devastation of grass-fed beef, and there's many studies that back that up. We're just not making stuff up here. The United Nations agrees with that point as well. All right, so cool. I'm glad you like that answer, Helmet Blista. All right, what else y'all asking about there? Chris Kresser got humanely slaughtered by the vegan guy. James Lightning Wilkes you're talking about there, huh? Humanely slaughtered. It's funny how obvious it was. I mean, just how many, can you guys even count how many times Chris Kresser was forced to say, yeah, I was wrong. I got that wrong. Yeah, I was wrong on that too. And how many times James was forced to? 0 times. Yet, so many people have been commenting, James Wilkes obviously lost that discussion or debate. It's like, what are you talking about? He was proved his point over and over and over. And see, Storytime brings an interesting point up here that Amtrak can serve you a vegan dinner if you order it at least 2 days in advance. Good tip there. I should make a children's vegan cartoon. Not my wheelhouse there, animation or anything like that. Mohammed Blista, again, I'm not the one here to debunk about the inefficiencies of grass-fed beef. I mean, just go to Vegan Gains' video, and he cited I forgot how many studies there. You can just go over them point by point if you like there. And not to say those are the only ones. I'm kind of summarizing what what those studies said in a very probably not great eloquent way. Well, Chris Kresser had to admit he was wrong. James showed, here's what you said, Chris. Now here's what I said in the movie, and here's how you dealt with it, and you see how it doesn't all match up. I mean, he was forced to admit he was wrong. There's no way. I mean, he had to, because he was obviously pointed out as wrong. Yeah, Louis. I like that, Louis, because people say vegans are so passive. That's what Chris Kresser is. Then Wilkes comes out all alpha and kicks his butt. Then everyone's saying, oh, James is too aggressive. My response is, hey, it's not James's fault that he's a aggressive fighter, alpha male type, and Chris Kresser is this under-caloried beta type that speaks really softly and all that. That's not James's fault, I mean, on top of that, Chris's information is wrong as well. But yeah, they had different personality types. Yeah, the vegan guy was obviously the dominating one in personality as well. Oh, carbon cycle. That's what you're talking about, Helmut Bliss. Yeah, that's a tricky concept because I know the fossil fuel industry likes to bring up the carbon cycle as well, especially when it relates to biofuels. So yeah, that's a tricky concept. Yeah, I don't want to get into that here. I understand what that is, but the bottom line is that carbon's being emitted, and whether it comes from the current modern cycle that we're in right now, or if the carbon comes from carbon that was created centuries or aeons ago, it doesn't really matter as far as what's being emitted right now. But I understand your point there. It's kind of a subtle point, though. The bottom line is, look, our atmosphere doesn't care. Climate change doesn't care if the carbon being emitted to it came from soy that was grown last month or from fossils and dinosaur bones from a million years ago. It doesn't really matter. It just matters how much is being emitted to the atmosphere, old or new carbon. Once we hit a certain threshold, we might cross one that we cannot turn back from. So just keep that in mind. The atmosphere doesn't care where or when the carbon was created. Yeah, Flora. James was a little ticked off because he had to defend his movie that he spent 7 years working on from just the constant stream of misinformation that Chris Kresser was spewing about how the movie was wrong, fast and loose with the facts, and so on and so forth. So yeah, James had a right to come on a little ticked off and just point by point debunk all of Chris Kresser's nonsense. Walter White. I always get this question asked me at least once every live stream. I think it's always from a different person too. What's my stand on the vegan keto diet? My question always is, and I'll try to look for your response because sometimes I don't see them, is why? Why even bother to eat like a high fat, low carb vegan diet? I mean, just because plants are naturally high in carbs. I mean, why? It's more restrictive. It's harder to get to ketosis eating just plants. Why not just eat a regular whole food plant-based diet? So my question really is, what does a healthy, balanced, sensible whole food plant-based diet do or not able to do that a vegan keto diet does? Are you looking for weight loss? Are you trying to cure epilepsy? If you have epilepsy, I get it. But for anything else, I'm not sure what it is, because you can accomplish anything just eating a balanced, sensible, whole food, plant-based diet. If you want to lose weight, you can do that. If you want to train hard, you can do that. I'm not sure why vegan keto for. So I'm just a little confused as to the intention about it. Not to saying I think it's whack or crazy. I just don't understand what people are hoping to get from vegan keto that you just can't get from eating a balanced, sensible, whole food, plant-based diet. Let's see, story time. Let's know if Angie can share about being a woman and woman stuff on a vegan diet. I don't know if she feels comfortable about it. She'll make it. Maybe she doesn't feel comfortable about talking, so personal about such close personal stuff right there. You know, it is kind of sensitive putting yourself. You gotta understand, you know, when you get very personal about stuff like that, you know, you're putting yourself kind of up to it's you know, attack. You know, you're in a fragile, sensitive position where anyone can just start ripping on you and stuff like that. So you know, she doesn't want to do it. I respect that. It's like me when I put a video of me like training at the gym, working on my basketball game, you know, playing games of one-on-one, doing some weightlifting. I always get some guys that come and tell me, you should be lifting more than that. You should have muscles like this. Like, no, you understand. I'm training for basketball. I'm not training for bodybuilding, but you don't lift enough. I don't care. I really don't care. As long as I'm strong enough to be, you know, really athletic at my sport. That, I mean, look at basketball players. They're not trying to look like, you know, Patrick Baboumian. That's the wrong body type. You know, they're trying to look like Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan or something like that. That's what my goal is, to have that kind of physique rather than Niamh Delgados, you know, or whoever, you know, Vegan Gains, you know. Man, those are cool. I'm saying that they have the right physique for their sport. Right? But my whole point was you set yourself up for attack when you start talking about really personal things like that, you know. So thanks, moderators. I see some timeouts and people being blocked. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but yeah, if you're being timed out, just kind of ask yourself what's going on. We just want to have a positive, friendly discussion here. Maybe you're asking a question that's not appropriate, or I don't know what you're doing, but yeah, just come here, be cool. This is a vegan. Look at the title here, live Q&A, and why going vegan is the best choice you can make. So yeah, we're talking about vegan stuff. So maybe you're going way off topic or something like that. So just try to talk. We're talking about vegan stuff because that's what my wheelhouse here is vegan related things, you know, and all sorts of things related to veganism, how it's, you know, this relationship to health, climate change, animal rights. And once we go off into other odd topics, it might not really be what we're about here. So, you know, bottom line, if you've seen us talk about something in a video that I've made before, Angie and I have made before, odds are, yeah, that's a topic we talk about here. If you're going off on some weird thing you're on, you know, you've never seen us talk about, it's probably, you know, something we're going to talk about here. Probably because, you know, it's not something that I've done, you know, have personal experience with or done a lot of research into. What's the best way to get involved in face-to-face activism, Daniel? I don't know. I'm not sure what's the best way. I think we have to attack it on all fronts. Maybe attack's the wrong word, but approach it on all fronts. You know, if you happen to be a medical doctor, like say Dr. Greger or Dr. Garth Davis, the best way is not to get into people's faces, but to write books, make social media posts to your following. Other people's wheelhouse is to go out in the streets, to work with a group, you know, whoever you want to do, stand in front of a slaughterhouse, whatever you do, spread the message that way. Try to get local press to cover what you're doing. Everyone's got their way of spreading the message of veganism, about how it's wrong to needlessly kill animals. 80 billion animals a year. It's wrong, it's immoral, and it's destroying our planet at the same time. Let's see. Walter Y. Am I upset that German dude has not reviewed any of our What We Ate in a Day videos? No, he actually has before. So yeah. Yeah, it actually turned out he was like tripping how we were our band Love Spirals. I actually heard some Love Spirals Downwards music, my old band, so he was kind of tripping on that. All right, so what else y'all asking about here? Vegan tree hugger. Can Angie do a What We Eat video for the holidays? Like I said, this could be a weird holidays for us. We're not going to a relative's house. We're going out to a restaurant, so we're not going to be making food like we normally do. So I don't think that's going to happen this year. Hey, Donald Anderson, thanks for joining our group here. He said, hi, people. Let's see, Effervescent Bubbles. What did you miss, Effervescent Bubbles? Not much. In fact, if you want to watch this video, I'm going to leave it up on our channel's homepage for a while. And if you got a notification for this live stream in your email or on your mobile phone, even if I take the video down as being public, it'll be unlisted, which means if you have the link, you can still watch it. So you can just check it out later. You didn't miss anything radical. We didn't make any like vegan history here tonight. At least I don't think we did. You never know. All right, so I see a lot of people greeting each other here. So yeah, any questions? I don't see any questions right now. So we want to ask a question, get a new topic going. Now is a good time to do that. The Long Beach election. Yeah, I've been talking about that, William. Yeah, it's coming along. Yeah, it's just kind of taking a little break right now in the sense like people are focused on Christmas, so it's not the best time of the year to go knocking on doors. In fact, it won't be a good time until after New Year's. So just taking a little break right now so I can focus more on my, I got to tell you this, as much as I love running for office, it's been a, eye-opening experience. I've had to take some time away from what I do here on YouTube, and that was kind of bumming me out. So now I got to put more time back into YouTube the past couple of weeks because I had, taken time off the campaign trail a little bit. I still have a lot to do, but now I got more YouTube time back. It really makes me even more grateful, more than ever, how much I really love what I do here. Seriously, this is like the coolest, I don't know what you want to call it, vocation, profession, activism, whatever you want to call it, whatever I'm doing right here, right now, and with the videos that we make. This is the coolest thing I can see I can do, Seriously, I can't think of anything I'd rather be doing. So really, I even have even more appreciation for this. I'm more grateful that I have this forum, this opportunity, and I'm not going to stop. So, but that said, yeah, I'm going to get back on the trail next month. I'm going to go knocking door to doors. I have flyers made up, yard signs, go out and let people know what I'm fighting for here. And it's all on my website. Let me show you here, ryanlum.net. Bam, bam, ryanlum.net. Here's the issues I'm fighting for. Having government work for people, not just for rich people, not just for corporations or unions, having it actually work for people that live and work here. Making Long Beach switch to a more green economy, more renewable sources in a very urgent way, because the United Nations says we need to act quickly to fight climate change. And other issues that are more Long Beach related, but apply to people all around the West Coast and country. Affordable housing, renters' rights, because that's a huge issue right now. Profit-based evictions are on the rise, and the guy that's a millionaire guy I'm running against, he owns like a dozen or 15 rental properties here, so he's totally against that. He wants to keep profiting as much as possible off people that live here. Oh, crumbs and chums. I didn't see your super chat tip there. Thanks so much. You love the Wilkes Kresser responses. Yes, more please. Yeah, in fact, tomorrow I'm going to start working, I think, on my next Chris Kresser, James Wilkes response video. On the last one, I talked about protein quantity, how there's plenty of protein in plant-based foods, and calories, how you don't need to eat a crazy amount of calories to get, the same amount of protein that you would get in meat products. Anyway, I said I wanted to get into protein quality, that there's not appropriate amino acids in vegan diets, plant-based diets, and because that was a big discussion that James showed Chris was wrong in again. So I'm going to start working on that. These take a lot of time to edit those videos, find all the clips, get it responded to. So I'm going to start working on that tomorrow. So I'm not sure when that'll be out, but cool. I'm glad you like that, Crumbs and Chums. Thanks for the super chat tip there. And look on our Twitter, Happy Healthy Vegan or at Ryan Lum. You'll see a shout out to you. Thanking you there. Helmut Blista, am I aligned with a political party? Good question. City Council, at least in Long Beach, is a non-partisan office, meaning, yeah, you don't run as any party. So no, I'm not officially aligned with any party per se. That said, the Humane Party, which you guys might know of, you might know Clifton Roberts, he ran for president 2016, running again 2020 as far as I know. They're the ones that kind of recruited me to join their organization and run for office. But I haven't been in contact with them for months. They kind of had a change of personnel. The person who recruited me left, and the party hasn't really stayed in touch with me, which I found kind of surprising. So anyway, I'm just running as just like everyone else. I'm registered as a Democrat, so I guess I have a tie to them on some level, even though I'm not like endorsed by them or anything like that. So it's again a nonpartisan election. I'm running just as a nonpartisan person. I'm a registered Democrat. However, I started as a Humane Party person, but that's not even an official party in California. You can't run as a Humane Party candidate if you're running for mayor or representative or something like that. Hey, Cat Charlie. Yes, of course we're still on the vegan route, Cat Charlie. Thanks for your super chat tip there. Of course, yeah. Over 9 years now, vegan. Still waiting for all the things that the haters were telling me when we started our channel in 2013. How all these horrible things are going to happen to me. They haven't happened yet. Why? Because I eat a balanced, sensible vegan diet, the kinds that you see that are recommended by professional health organizations. And yeah, no surprise. So thanks for the super chat tip there. Action Costanza, thanks again for your super chat tip there. And you want to know if we've ever seen or met Ralph Smart? Yeah, Infinite Waters, is that his name? I haven't seen any of his episodes in quite a long time. We met him at VegFest LA. I think it was like 2015, I want to say. He seemed like a nice dude, but we were really busy. He was kind of passed and just had a short conversation. Seemed like a really nice guy. Watched some of his episodes, but I haven't been keeping up with him. Is he still vegan? I assume he is. Let me know if not. 69 Camaro, again, thanks for your super chat tip there. Much appreciated. And you asked probably the most pressing vegan question of them all: French fries or tater tots? To be completely honest with you, I'm not even sure exactly what a tater tot is definitionally. What makes a tater tot a tater tot? I mean, when I go to restaurants, I'm getting fries. I'm either getting regular French fries or sweet potato fries or something like that. I rarely see tater tots, and we don't really make vegan tater tots here. So how is a tater tot different from a French fry? Is it just in name, or is there something in its composition? Let me know. Okay, Ralph's definitely still vegan. Awesome, cool. I wasn't sure. I just haven't followed him for a while. I just like to make sure, because Angie and I point out, a lot of people that, even though we never collaborated with Ralph, people we've collaborated with in the past, I don't want to mention any names, you hear about them, oh, they're not vegan anymore. It's and then people kind of blame it on us. Oh, what do you think about your friend not being vegan anymore? It's I don't know. I had nothing to do with that. I haven't talked to them for years. I don't know what they're going through. It's who knows? Let's see. So am I seeing any tater tot? Says, hey Beth, how's it going, Beth? Did you get your order? I hope I remember sending that off to you, I think last week. A tater tot is a shredded potato formed into a small ball. Yeah, okay. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we don't get tater tots that often, but thanks for the definition there. I wasn't sure if there was some other thing to it, is there another ingredient added to the potato, just how the potato is formed. I get it. Cool. Walter White, are you serious? Wait, this is a funny one. Don't delete Walter White here, moderators. He wants me to swear on the Bible, but we're atheists anyway, he thinks. Swear on the selfish gene from Richard Dawkins that I don't dope my good blood work with grass-fed beef. Really, that's awesome. I love it when people think like that, because you're saying my blood work is so amazing, so healthy after being vegan for 9 years that there's no way to explain it other than I must be eating animal products to make the blood work so good. So why do you say that? I mean, what in grass-fed beef, what nutrient in grass-fed beef would make my blood work so good? I mean, it would only raise my cholesterol up. I guess maybe that's why you think that, because my cholesterol is what was it last time? It was 177 or something like that. People say it should be below 150, but it's really hard. Even when I was eating near raw vegan for a few months in 2012, my blood total cholesterol was still 166. I don't see it getting much lower than that. But that's awesome. That's awesome. You think my blood work is so good that I must be cheating with animal products. I can assure you 100% not. And if you can find proof of that, what guitar do you want here? And I'll write you a $10,000 check. Not that I have that in the bank, but whatever you want here, I'll give you my guitars. It's just not going to happen because it's not true. So that's cool though. I like that. James, was my blood work bad before I went vegan? I made a video about that. I made it earlier this year. I found a blood test from 1999 and I compared that with a blood test from 2019. My blood work from 1999, think about it, 20 years. Usually people's blood work, their health deteriorates over 20 years. They usually don't get healthier. Unfortunately, my blood work from 1999 wasn't as extensive. I just had basically lipid panels to go on. But my triglycerides were much higher. People like to look at my triglycerides now and say, oh, look how high your tris are. I go, no, mine are genetically high. They were like way higher when I was non-vegan. They're actually great now. They're the best I've seen ever. They keep getting lower the longer I've stayed vegan. They're still higher than what some people like, but they're still in the healthy range. My LDL cholesterol is lower now. My total cholesterol is lower now. So as far as the lipid panels go, yeah, I'm doing much better now than I was 20 years ago. So not too shabby. Like I said, most people, if you compare their health from the age of 32 to 52, it's going south, right? I mean, just be honest. I never said I was atheist or, hey, yeah, I'm Buddhist. You know, I mean, I try not to really define myself by any religion or spiritual belief or whatever like that. But if someone put a gun in my head, what religion are you? I'll say Buddhist, because that's how I think. Buddhism, I don't like to call it a religion because I don't perceive it as one. Others may argue it is. I see it as more of a psychology, a philosophy that once you understand it, it becomes a psychology. It's a way of looking at the world. There's not a deity per se. There doesn't have to be any of the metaphysics or anything that other religions have about like souls and things like that. It's a psychology and philosophy. But yeah, that's what my spiritual practice is Buddhism. Let's see, what else y'all talking about here? So what happened to our friend there? The one about my blood work. Did you guys time him out or anything, Tracy? Or Race Lever? Let me know if you did, because I'd like to see what that person's response is. That believes my blood work is so amazing, so impossible for a vegan of 9 years to have, and 52 years old to boot. That's my age. That I must be cheating somehow. No, 100% not. No effing way in the world. None. All right, so what else is going on here? Well, we can split hairs there, Plastic Ocean. I don't, does Buddhism say there is no soul? I don't recall that in any of my readings of Buddha's words, his teachings. They just don't make reference to a soul. So that's not denying the existence of a soul. It's just not part of the description of the world that Buddha described. So it's kind of splitting hairs there if it's getting metaphysical. I'm not saying it's lacking all sense of metaphysics, because once you get into other aspects like transmigration of the soul or whatever, yeah, or whatever your essence is, yeah, that's getting metaphysical. That's the part I necessarily don't believe in. I don't disagree with it or agree with it. I just don't know. But anyway, yeah, to live a life as a Buddhist, you don't need to believe in that part of it. You can, but it's all about how you look at the world in the now, not how it might work out in the future for you at some time down the road. It's all about being in the present and how you experience the world in the moment. So anyway, I didn't want this to get too much into Buddhism or anything like that, but yeah, not all Buddhists are vegan. In fact, it's one of those things that gets you pissed off at the world. You know, if any group of people you meet should be vegan or at least vegetarian, should be Buddhists, and I'm surprised at how many Buddhists are not either of them. So yeah, if Buddhists don't have compassion for all sentient beings, thank God vegans exist, huh? Yeah, I agree with you, Race Lover. If you truly understand about having compassion for all sentient beings, and this is a quote that comes from Buddhism, compassion for all sentient beings, how can you have compassion for sentient beings if you're consuming them on the reg? I remember I went to a ceremony, a Buddhist ceremony here, down at our local Tibetan I don't know what you want to call it, church. I don't know what the proper word is, temple. Thank you. And what part of the ceremony, it was a lot of chanting and singing and stuff like that. But on one part in the ceremony, they're passing out jerky. And I was surprised how like default was beef jerky. They had a vegetarian one on hand for those who were vegetarian, but I thought it should be flipped around. It should be giving out the cruelty-free, compassion for all sentient being, vegetarian jerky to everyone. And just if you really had to have the non-vegan one, I guess you could request it. But I thought it was a little bit backwards. So, what else y'all asking about here? Yeah, temple. Yeah, I got it right. Effervescent. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little tired now. I'm starting getting antsy for Angie to make us a nice meal here. Staying hydrated though. Any ideas regarding fertilizer? Well, I do have a garden here, and I can tell you for a fact we don't use animal products for fertilizer. I mean, you can get seaweed. I often just lately just been going without fertilizer, just getting decomposed material. I mean, I use fertilizer, just my own self-made fertilizer from decomposed plant matter from the yard and from the kitchen. That's what I've been using, and things are growing just fine. You don't need to have cow poop to make your plants grow. In fact, I just bought some produce today at our farmer's market from a local farmer from Riverside, that's in California, and his fertilizer is seaweed. That's what he uses for his commercial fertilizer. He doesn't use animal products for it. He wants to make sure he's using a healthy, biodegradable, vegan, and he's not vegan himself. He just likes it. So it's a great fertilizer. What is Angie cooking tonight? That's the $20 question there. I have no idea. Oh, I have a couple ideas. She might be making a split pea soup. I heard her talk about that. However, we did find a few surprisingly ripe avocados in our ripening bag. So we might go down some Mexican food route as well. So I'm not sure. Mung bean noodles healthy. I eat mung bean all the time. I've never had them in noodle form. It depends on how it's processed, but my initial guess would be it's probably good unless they do some weird stuff to it. They're just taking straight mung bean and making a paste and then a noodle out of it. It's probably pretty much just as good as the whole mung bean, I'm guessing. I don't know, but my initial guess is that I would look into it more if you're concerned about it. I would say it's probably not bad for you. It's probably fine for you. Let's see. I see some more talk about veganism. Do I fast? No. I'll give you a quick story about fasting though, AS Van, who's always asked people like, why? What do you hope to get from? It's like when that person asks about vegan keto. What do you hope to get from vegan keto that you don't get from normal, sensible vegan diets? Well, the other day I kind of intentionally fasted. One day I just didn't eat that well the day before. We're really busy, and so instead of having like 3 solid meals, I only had 2, and I don't think I made up for it at all. So when I went to the gym the next day, I'm going, God, why am I so tired today? And because I know what my energy should be, given that where I'm at in my training cycles, how hard I was lifting or playing basketball in the days prior, everything was fine. I shouldn't have any odd effects. But I realized within like 10, 15 minutes, like, okay, today's not going to go well at all. It was just this week. It was this Tuesday. So yeah, Monday, I was just working hard, didn't eat right. So anyway, long story short, I just remembered, oh yeah, yesterday, I didn't really have dinner per se. I just had breakfast and then some kind of weird late lunch and a little snack at late night. I didn't get enough. I probably say I get 3,000 calories a day. That day before the gym, I probably had like maybe 2,300 calories at best. So that deficit right there, it was an unintentional fast of sorts. It was a calorie restriction of sorts. It was not intentional, but I paid the price the next day. My everything sucked. My basketball sucked. My lifting was sucked. Nothing was working out right. So no, I'm not a big fan of fasting at all. So I've never been a fan, and I see no reason to fast. Unless, like, say you have some kind of medical condition, and then maybe go to like True North where you have medically supervised fasting. But other than that, I personally don't see any need to fast. In fact, I find the opposite. I found it counterproductive for me reaching my goals to have the energy I need to do what I need to do in a day. Johnny Bravo. Thanks, Johnny Bravo, for your super chat tip there. Much appreciated. Check our Twitter, Happy Healthy Vegan, or at Ryan Lum, and you'll see a shout out thanking you for your tip there. Thanks so much. Let's see, Piano Mike, you don't fast since being vegan except intermittent once in a while. I don't even do that. It's for me, it was just an accidental fast because I didn't eat right. So I guess, once in a blue moon, I'll just be an unintentional fast. Say you're traveling or just something's weird that day, you don't eat right, and I personally feel it the next day, And I'm sure, any one who's pushing themselves hard the next day, be it physically, like at the gym, or if you're running a race or playing a basketball game or whatever, you're going to feel it. Or if you're working hard mentally, if you're a hedge fund manager, whatever you're doing, you needing all your mental power there, you'll feel it there too. So yeah, I was feeling slow that day after not eating well. Effervescent Bubbles, do I have a Vitamix? Yes, but it's broken. I need to get a new top part, the part where you put the liquid in. And Tracy, our moderator, told us about a flash sale they were having one weekend. And I said, oh, okay, it's for the whole weekend. She told us on a Saturday. I said, oh, I'll just do it Sunday. I was really busy that Saturday, and I made a mistake because it was just one day. So I went back on Black Friday. They weren't selling the top part. I don't know what it's called, the container, whatever that part is. I need a new container because the base part, the machine is working fine. So anyway, no, I have a Vitamix. I haven't been able to use it for a while. I'm just using a lower powered blender right now. How do I get motivation? That's a good question. It's just passion, it's passion for doing what I do. I told you I got some perspective when I had a lot more on my plate for my race for city council. The first the first half of the month, end of November into the first half of December, and it took a lot of time away from what I'm doing here. And I was really getting bummed because I really like what I'm doing here. I really like the work I'm doing on YouTube, fighting for the rights of animals, fighting to save our planet from a climate crisis that most people I'm talking to are just blissfully either blissfully unaware of, denying, or they're aware of it but don't really care to do all that much about it, just hoping our politicians are going to fix it for us. And we can't wait that long. I said the United Nations says we need to act now. We need to immediately change how we produce food and eat way less meat. And they recommended vegetarian and vegan diets. And I want to do everything I can to help fight climate change on that front, on the diet front, because it's effective, it's quick. Every day someone's vegan, 20 less pounds of CO2 get emitted to the atmosphere. Multiply that by millions of people. It's a huge way to make a quick change without politicians doing jack. So I'm just motivated to keep on with my work here. And that's what motivated me to get into the city council race too, to try to enact change on the governmental level. But we can't depend on our leaders, because more often than not, the people that get elected to office aren't really there to serve. It's sad to say, I'm seeing it happen firsthand, but they get elected there because the powers that be think, oh, we want them to be elected. We're the establishment. Let's keep establishment people in office. So really, not much change happens as far as fighting climate change goes. The carafe, that's the name of the canister porch of the blender. Okay, I just call it the top part, very non-technical there. Hey, Zachary. Hey, Giovanna Sagaramaga. Wow, I haven't seen you on before. At least I don't remember. Good to see you guys join in. A little late here because I'll be leaving a little bit here. I've been on for quite a while. Let's see, what questions did I miss here? Oh man, all right. So what else are you guys talking about here? Yeah, I know Tulsi Gabbard is vegan and Andrew Yang not vegan, but he's the only candidate of the ones still remaining as far as the debates go who I've seen admit that going vegan or vegetarian would be a huge effort to help save our planet. None of the other major candidates have admitted that. So I have mucho respect for Yang ever since I saw him admit that. And in fact, I've been following his campaign much more closely now since I saw his honesty there. That tells me a lot. If a politician running for president on a major political party is going to be honest about the role of diet and animal agriculture when it comes to climate change, then I know they're not a liar, or they're not misinformed. Like I talked about earlier, how can you have a comprehensive plan, a realistic plan of dealing with climate change, fighting climate crisis, if you're not going to be honest about the number one source of greenhouse gas emissions? And he was, so he's got my respect there. Johnny Bravo, another super chat tip there. Your real name is Joseph. Okay, I'll try to remember that, Johnny. Your real name is Joseph. I'll think of John Joseph there. Would I ever grow a beard? Asked Javen. I've grown them before. If you saw our earlier videos in the earlier years of our channel, I've had more facial hair. But I gotta say, now in my age, I'm at over 50. It's all white now. It doesn't look as cool as it used to when it was darker. It just kind of makes me look older than I am. So I'm just kind of like, yeah, probably not going to grow out the facial hair anytime soon again. Yeah, Mary Beth. I know. Yeah, I know Cory Booker is vegan, and he's made some campaign promises to cut down or in, like, say, agricultural subsidies, stuff like that. And I have much respect for Cory Booker on that. Yet I kind of lost a bit of respect for him when he was asked point blank on a debate from 3-4 months ago about going vegan. Does the world need to go vegan or something like that? And he just kind of, of course the whole world doesn't need to go vegan, even though he should explain why veganism is a great idea and why he went vegan, why he thinks it's such a great thing. But I think he just missed a great opportunity there to explain to America some of the big benefits of veganism. He went into some other thing about like veterans benefits or something like that, which is important, but that wasn't the question asked of him. He kind of like, he danced around the issue. But yeah, I have respect for Cory being vegan. I just wish he was more honest about it, like Yang I've seen be, who is not a vegan. So yeah, so I'm trying to suss out here who's going to be the most honest about talking about animal agriculture's role in climate change. Let's see. Can I ban vaping in public areas on Long Beach? Yeah, it's probably something the city council does have the right to do, I imagine. So yeah, well, I haven't seen anyone talking about that yet. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of walking into people's smoke, to be honest with you. I think it's a right to be able to walk outside and not like breathe in like carcinogens. I think it's a right for people to go jogging down the street and not have to like choke when they go in front of like a bunch of vaping going on. So either way, yeah, I'm sure that issue will become more big as more vaping issues, become known, more of the health dangers of vaping. Yeah, Chris, I agree with you. I don't know why Yang won't act on his words and at least go vegetarian, if not vegan. If he really knows the data, because remember, his whole thing, math, make America think again. He's obviously seen the figures. He's seen some of the math showing the climate benefits, the environmental benefits of going plant-based. So I think he'd walk his talk. But I give him credit. I'm sure he's busy AF. He's in the middle of a presidential campaign. That must be insane, because I know how busy this little local election has gotten me, and multiply it by 1,000 for the presidential election. So he probably hasn't had time to like reconsider his whole diet and way of eating. It's probably way too much to ask for during a presidential campaign. But, there's no time like the present though, right? I'm not making excuses for him. But yeah, I think that would be awesome. How do I feel about CBD oil? I don't know. I don't think I've ever tried CBD oil. I thought I've had some like tinctures and stuff like that before, which have helped when I've had pain. Hell, if I had some right now, I've got my sore knee that I was talking about earlier. That would be awesome. I'd probably try some right now. So yeah, what do I think about it? Yeah, I've had some experience with it, positive mostly, and yeah, it should be fully legal if you're wondering that. Yeah, Craig, I know Cory was being strategic with his answer. The thing is, he didn't have to answer the question like it was asked. The question was, to paraphrase, who asked it? Was it Wolf Blitzer said, do you think the whole world should go vegan? Something more along those lines. And he should say, he said no. And then he should say, no, but here, instead of changing the topic to veterans benefits, he should say, well, here is why I went vegan. And he can give a personal story that's not judgmental, that's not, trying to make people look or feel bad about themselves like they're not doing enough. He can just lay out some facts that people wouldn't know about. Your average American has no idea that animal agriculture is the leading cause of greenhouse gas emissions. He could at least say that, and I don't think that would be bad. I don't think it would make him look like a nutty vegan, or what I'm trying to say, like someone you shouldn't trust or whatever. Someone trying to isolate himself from regular people. I think it was a missed opportunity to lay out some facts to help educate people in a non-confrontational, in a purely educational way. It can be done, and I just think he kind of chickened out there. I'm sorry. It's not like I think he's bad or anything like that. I mean, I think it's awesome that we have a vegan running for president, a major political party candidate. It's a vegan. That's awesome. So yeah, I think he needs to not shy away from it. I think Corey needs to find ways to talk about it without feeling like he's isolating people. I think it can be done. I totally believe it can be done. And no, I'm not saying he isn't trustworthy, a militant vegan. I'm not speaking bad of him. I'm just a little disappointed, but it's something he can correct. It's not like an insurmountable problem he has. Just needs to be more comfortable speaking about veganism in a way that doesn't seem like he's preaching or putting himself on a pedestal, just purely to educate people. I think a lot of people need to hear the facts. I mean, like I said, we don't have time to mess around. We have to act now. People should know the truth about animal agriculture. Why keep them in the dark about it? All right, so why did we go vegan? Asked Johnny Bravo, Joseph. You went because I don't need animals to suffer for me to live. It's exactly. You almost paraphrased what I've said on my live streams before. That's why I went vegan in the first place. I went vegan because the whole concept of having a meal, especially for an entire day, eating 3 meals, and then knowing that no animals needed to die in order for me to live. Because you always hear this dumb thing about the circle of life, blah, blah, blah. No, it's a bunch of crap. Just eat plants, and animals don't need to die in order for you to live. Then once I was vegan for a few more months or another year or so, you start learning about the other reasons why veganism is a win, environmentally, health-wise. So like I said, it's a win-win-win. The longer you stay, the more you are informed. Hopefully you're learning more about it and you see all the benefits of it. Yeah. Yeah, effervescent bubbles. That's what I said there. Yeah, people should need to hear the facts about animal agriculture and what it's doing to our planet. Why is this like the biggest kept secret in the world? Which amazes me. It really is. It's the biggest kept secret in the world. How it's so devastating to our planet on so many levels. Animal agriculture, I'm talking about. It's the number one source of not only greenhouse gas emissions, it's the number one cause of species extinction, deforestation, particularly in the Amazon, which we kind of need. I mean, I can keep going on. Pollution of rivers, streams, even fisheries. Was it by 2050 all major fisheries will be depleted or in severe jeopardy? I mean, how come these facts aren't reaching the masses? It's a crime against humanity. I mean, it's not like this is like some guy on a blog making stuff up. These are facts from reputable sources, like say the United Nations, USDA. No, not just some carnivore guy making crap up on Facebook or something like that. It's a crime against humanity that people don't know these facts, these established facts established by reputable sources. It's not propaganda, Craig. I know a lot of people think that. I mean, the United Nations, the USDA, these aren't propaganda machines typically. I mean, especially the United Nations. We have scientists collaborating across many countries. This is real, actual science. If someone wants to refute it, they can go right ahead and try to show how the United Nations is lying, but it's not going to work because they're not. Ooh, I hear Angie walking here. Let's see what's happening. Oh my God.
I know, it's kind of rushed. But...
Oh my God, Angie has something here.
No, I was in the mood for brunch.
Oh, wow.
So, it's been a long time.
Check this out, guys.
I made the
I'll jam for a second. I need to take a quick break.
Uh-oh. Okay. Well, I gotta bring mine in too, but let's see. I made something from the Keep It Carb Baby cookbook. Here's the camera. It's so messy. This is the chickpea scramble, and then I just made some simple potatoes on the side and some avocado toast. And then I put like a little bit of a yellow bird sauce. It's a serrano pepper hot sauce on top. So the chickpea scramble, I have some spinach, mushrooms, tomato, and yellow bell pepper in there along with some spices. So it should be hearty and delicious. Smells really good. Yes, Tracy, chickpeas. Craig, yes, go put your dinner in the Instant Pot. So that's why I did the potatoes, because, you know, they take a lot longer to cook than the chickpea scramble. So I pre-cooked the potatoes in the Instant Pot, and then I cut them up and I cooked them in the frying pan a little bit with the spices and stuff that I wanted to add to it. Nutritional yeast too. Yeah, just a real simple breakfast type thing. So what's going on here? Let's see. Well, there's not that much space on his desk here. Yeah, there's no onion and garlic in his true produce not pills, but you are totally welcome to add it into any of the recipes that you want to. Yeah. Oh, Effervescent Bubbles wishes they had an Instant Pot. They're pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. We mostly use it for making rice. Honestly, rice and potatoes are the main things we make in there. But sometimes sometimes I'll make soup. Or, I have like a really good... There's another recipe that's going to be in this next cookbook that I do in the Instant Pot. It is rice, but it's, what do I call it? Tuscan... Shoot, I can't even. I'm so hungry right now, you guys. Like, when I was cooking, I was like, oh my God, I should have started cooking sooner. What am I doing? Story time wants to talk about women and veganism. Has been amazing for me with hormones. Well, I mean, this was my big year to like fully go into menopause. And, you know, you hear all these horror stories. So I was like really scared about menopause, and you know, I get some night sweats, and occasionally if I'm already like doing something active, I'll get a little bit of a crazy sweat, but nothing like what I've read about. I've read about people like they're just soaked and have to take all their clothes off, and like they have to have like multiple outfits per day. And it's like, I don't have anything like that. So perhaps it is the plant-based stuff. I know that, what was that lady from Baywatch?
Pamela Anderson.
I know went on a big PR campaign about how her menopause was, handled so well with a plant-based diet. I think last year, but I'm really, I have nothing to compare it to, obviously, since you can only go through menopause once. So
all you can compare it to are other people's recollections.
I mean, I remember being around my ex's mom when she was going through it, and it seemed like a lot of weird stuff was going on with her, and I gotta say that I'm not compared to her, it seems like everything's really easy. But anyways, I have not tried ice cream from Aquafaba Hawk Frostarcher. But you know what's crazy is that Bodhi loves to drink the Aquafaba. I have to pour it out. Like when he sees me opening the can, he comes running over and tries to eat our chickpeas. So I poured out some of the Aquafaba onto his plate and gave him some of the beans, and he's like happily was eating that and let me do my cooking. Well, let me go get mine. Cynthia says she's 50 and has been in full menopause for 3 years. No heavy sweats for her either. Just mild to moderate hot flashes. Been vegan for 11 months. So you were already in menopause before you went vegan. So, I mean, you would probably have a better idea of how it
changes over time, too. The way I remember for you, the symptoms would unfold differently over the years.
Oh, well, yeah, there's perimenopause. Yeah, that's like a whole other beast. But, yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm definitely a slightly different person now than I was before. But for the most part, I think I'm actually happier now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go get my food, you guys.
Did you already show me what it was?
I showed them.
All right, cool.
I showed them. I kind of rushed the potatoes, so hopefully they're cooked all the way.
You can go out this way.
I'm gonna go this way.
Cable. Yeah.
All right. Hi guys. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Ooh. Felt my sore knee when I got up there. So I'm definitely not going to play basketball tomorrow. If anything, maybe I'll warm up on the court, just shoot, but I won't be able to do any real sport. Maybe but yeah, go there and just do some lifting. Upper body won't be affected by a sore knee. Anyway, yeah, so Angie showed you what we got here. Look at this, guys. All right, check out these potatoes that she was a little unconfident about. Nice spice. Nice. I'll try not to eat too close to the microphone for anyone that has misophonia. Is that what it's called? Nice. So, yeah, if you got any questions, I am back here. Have ever met anyone who is vegan only for environmental reasons? I've never met her, but isn't that how Greta Thunberg turned vegan? She took her climate activism seriously. That's what I was hoping to meet more people of that ilk, that were very serious about climate change and were willing to eat the diets that the United Nations were recommending. Hopefully there'll be more. Hopefully we'll find a lot more young people willing to eat more like how we do. Let's try this avocado toast that Angie made here. I told you, I was wondering if she's going to do something to all these avocados that became ripe all of a sudden. Yeah, I saw your comment there, Walter, about climate change. Yeah, I'm not worried, man. If number 45 says it's a Chinese hoax, it's a Chinese hoax, right? Who cares what the United Nations says? Who cares what NASA says, If 45 says it's a hoax made up by the Chinese, I'd like to see the, as normal, like, happy, healthy vegan, I like to see the backing of that statement. I like to see the studies that show, climate change. What we conclude after running all these studies that it's just a hoax that the Chinese came up with. I'd love to see the support for that statement. Or hey, everyone comes to veganism in their own way. Some people, might be shocked when they see factory farming. Some people are not. I've been out at the Cubes of Truth here in town, and a lot of people just walk right by and just trip out on it, but don't do anything about it. Other people come for health reasons. Other people come because of environmental reasons. So, like I say, come for one reason, stay and learn the other reasons why it's a benefit to be vegan. I don't try to judge people for why they came. I'm just glad that they came. Like I said, animals don't care why you came. The environment doesn't care. The CO2 in the atmosphere doesn't care why you came. All that matters is that people start making changes that benefit themselves, the animals, and the planet. Well, plant power, my knee. Yeah, I'm just kind of tired today. I'll be coming back from like the market and farmer's market. I carried like my third load of bags, and the heaviest ones last. I was walking through our garage. It's a really narrow doorway. It's the narrowest one. And I just banged my knee onto the wall next to the door. I just didn't calculate it right and yelled out a really loud F word. And I just didn't know what was going to happen. So yeah, it's a little swollen, a little sore. So I don't think anything horrible happened, but I know I got to lay off it for a little while. Which sucks. I hate getting injured around the house. I've gotten several dumb injuries around the house lately. They just kind of bug me. Craig, what do you honestly think our prognosis is for the climate? Think we'll be okay? I've heard climate scientists say, hey, we're screaming right now that, the theater's burning and the house burning down, whatever. It's like, let's do something. Let's just freaking do something. It's just a matter if people have the will, either on like a political nation level to make change, which I'm kind of getting more skeptical about because I see how politics works. They kind of pick people who are going to perpetuate more of the same. So therefore, let's screw the politicians. Let's act as we've been doing, getting people to understand. Going vegan every day. Not only can you save an animal's life, you can save 20 pounds of carbon dioxide from being emitted to the atmosphere. Multiply it over 1 billion people. That's a huge change. So it's a matter of getting people in touch with what's going on. And, like Greta Thunberg, she's speaking to a younger generation and inspiring older people as well. And seeing that she went vegan even to fight climate change, I think will say a lot to some people. Jorge, would I do a live stream before the end of 2019? Good question. I really don't see one happening this coming week with Christmas and all. So after Christmas and before New Year's, there could be one. Not sure. I don't like to let much more than a week or a week and a half go between live streams, so there's a decent chance, but I can't say for sure. You guys know it's kind of random. Yeah, crazy fairly. I'm kind of with you on that one. Even though I give them all equal importance because they all are. But yeah, vegan for the animals, environment, health, in that order. Even though we even though what I'm trying to say here. I don't make it sound like one is like the purest reason, because it is really about a lifestyle that seeks to avoid as much as practically possible all forms of exploitation to and cruelty to animals for food, clothing, and other purposes. That's what veganism is all about. But we have a huge issue with our climate being destroyed right now too. Like I said, the animals don't care why you became vegan. The animals don't care if you came because of climate, and our climate doesn't care if you came because of the animals. It's all a win. So I look at them all equally, even though I understand, it's an animal rights issue first and foremost. But fighting for all the health and the environment. So good. I love our home cooking. I mean, it's fun to go out to a restaurant and stuff like that, but I love our simple food for our simple taste. I'm with you there, Zachary. Totally.
Someone said they wanted a mukbang.
Yeah, someone did ask about having a mukbang earlier, huh? So you got your wish if you're still watching. Okay, let's see what other questions you all got there. Pop part. I hate what happens when you smack your knee. It's more than smack. I smacked it. That's a good verb. Just walked in the wall and smacked it. It's like head on. It sucks. Like if you do that in basketball, when you hit another guy's knee, at least both your knees will kind of go back, But if you hit a wall, it's an immovable object, so it's a little worse that way. So it was my fault. I was just getting tired, a little careless, and made a dumb mistake. But like I said, I don't think anything's broken. It's just sore, a little swollen. Hopefully it'll be fine again soon. All right, Johnny, otherwise known as Joseph, asks if I could go back in time, would I go vegan earlier? Hell yeah, obviously, yeah, 100, yeah. I mean, even just by a year, I went fully vegan 100% in 2010, but it was the year before in 2009 where I got inspired when I spent a week in San Francisco eating fully vegan, and I just have regrets I didn't just continue that when I got home, just out of laziness, I guess. But that's what really made a huge impact on me. Wow, I'm eating all these meals every day, and animals aren't having to be killed or exploited. And I feel great. Like, why would I just look at it like this? It's like a dilemma. Why would you choose to eat in a way where animals are needlessly killed and exploited when you could easily choose the other option, where eat it in a way where animals don't need to be killed or exploited. To me, it just seemed like a no-brainer. Like, who would say, oh yeah, I want these animals to be harmed for me when they don't have to? It makes no sense. At least that's how I see it. That's how my rationality works. Good point, Jorge. Yeah, long-time viewer. You know, I tried vegetarianism long before I went vegan. I tried it about, I forgot, it was somewhere in the early 1990s, maybe 90, 91, 92, something like that. I was still living at home. I didn't know how to make food at all. My mom made all our food. So she tried. She was cool with it, but it was just kind of too hard to sustain that model of food, you know, of making food, not making your own food. So it kind of fell apart. But I always had that in me. I had that desire to not harm animals even way back then, and tried it, but it was just, yeah, too hard to implement. But now it's like way easier. You know, even if you're living at home, it's way easier now to find plant-based foods. Easy to make ones too if you're not handy at all in the kitchen, which would have been me back then. I'm still not that great in the kitchen.
It's way easier now that I have Angie.
That's yeah, it's way easier now that I have Angie. That's what she said.
I mean, that's your mom said she'd go vegan if she had Angie.
That's what my mom said. My mom said, I would eat like you if I had Angie. I said, well, you have her book. It's the next best thing. Craig, you feel like I'm eating cornbread? Wow, you don't know why you think that? It's weird because I hardly ever eat cornbread. That said, I like cornbread, but it's pretty rare that we find some kind of vegan cornbread in our adventures.
It's usually too oily.
Yeah, they're usually kind of oily, as you points out. Well, that's good to hear, Battleroid. Your first vegan Christmas, but luckily most of your siblings have switched to veganism, and we're cooking, dining together. That is a great story there. Wow, you went vegan in the 7th grade, Johnny Bravo? That's awesome. Wow, I can't imagine going vegan in like junior high, middle school. Wow. But no, that's more common now than ever.
Yeah.
Cool, in your 11th grade now. See, you're the generation I'm truly fighting for. I know it's sad to say most people of my generation, like Gen Xers, totally set in their ways. And even though they might say they care about the climate and our environment, I don't see enough of us, my generation, do enough to secure a better planet for you guys who are now in like high school and younger. I mean, that's really, you know, that's our responsibility. I was given an Earth from the older generation that was all right, wasn't too messed up, you know. However, now is the time to take action to make sure that when we pass on to the next generation, it's a livable planet. And I see like all our relatives, you know, nephews and nieces that we have here, you know, they're beautiful kids. And I just look at them, I go, gosh, what's your life going to be like when you're my age as far as like a planet that you can live on? Are you going to have the luxury that I've had and your parents and our parents have all had, or is it going to be living hell? And I don't want that option. So that's what I'm fighting for. I'm fighting for you guys. I'm fighting for all sentient beings on this planet. Not only the humans' babies, but the animals' babies, everyone. Am I a boomer? No, I'm not that old. I'm Gen X. Reality Bites. Watch Reality Bites to see what I'm talking about for Gen X movies there. You think Gen Z has a lot of hope, Craig? I hope so, man. We need a generation not only to have hope, but to take action and do things. Because I said, it's waiting for our political leaders to save the world for us is not a good gamble. Yeah, The Pleasure Trap. I've read that, Plant Power, written by Dr. Neil Barnard, right? Yeah. Yeah, it shows like the hidden seductions of foods. Like, say, dairy has morphine. Most people don't know that, and that's why they eat cheese their whole lives. Yeah, good read. Agree with Tracy, for sure. Helmut Blister, I've been talking about my prognosis of climate change this whole episode, man. I mean, I don't want to reiterate it again. We need more people to understand what the leading cause of greenhouse gas emissions is, the leading cause of deforestation, leading cause of species extinction, It's all tied to one activity. And as United Nations said, we need to change how we produce food immediately and eat more vegan and vegetarian style diets. In fact, I told you, number one, climate friendly diet, vegan. Number two, vegetarian. That's what we need to do right now. That can happen quicker than waiting for a law or a treaty to get signed. Something we all can do right now, today. Effervescent bubbles. How do you deal with people in your family that disrespect us? That's tough, because if in your family, you know, it's a good question. I'm fortunate enough to not have that problem. You know, everyone in our family, they're at least cool with it, right? They're either on board, they think it's cool, or at least they're okay with it. They don't seem to have any problems with it. Most people, huh?
Live a little.
Yeah, sometimes I get friends of the family, and they see we're at the Chinese restaurants. Like, you know, we're gonna try to do it over the holidays with my mom's side. Some of the friends say, "Oh, the duck comes out. Oh, just live a little and have some." I go, "No, my idea of living a little is not eating a dead animal." So I don't think they're disrespecting us, though. I just think they think we're abstaining. We really want to eat that stuff, but really just trying. Like, no, that to us is disgusting. That is not food. That's not living a little. Living a little would be, I don't know, going on a vacation or having some nadamu. I don't know, something like that. But definitely not eating the flesh of a tortured animal. But yeah, as far as I'm disrespecting you, I don't know. Depends. If you don't want to be too confrontational, just be quiet. However, it might not hurt to ask them, like, just educate them a little bit. Say, yeah, you know, this meal here is a complete source of protein, no cholesterol. It's great for your health. It's great for the planet. I don't understand why you're so against it. Just something like that. You know, something that's really not too confrontational. So yeah, try that out possibly, but I would avoid trying to get in a confrontation or a fight of some kind or a debate or anything like that. Just fact drop a little bit, and then if you wanted to say, why does that bother you for? Like, why are you picking on me for? I'm just doing my thing here. Oh, your family is just disrespectful in general? Okay. I'm sorry to hear that, Effervescent. Yeah, to Danny. Yeah, avoid confrontation. Yeah, when you have your upcoming family dinners. Again, just try to educate them in a subtle way, in a non-preachy sort of way. And again, maybe I want to ask them, like, why does that bother you that I'm not eating animals? You know, because this is actually really good for my health. It's good for the environment. You know, maybe try to figure out why it disturbs them so much that they have to, like, speak out and try to be mean to you. Dude, what was that dude crazy that posted the same question like 10 times? What is there? If you want to Tracy, maybe you can just tell me what they're asking or something. But if not, we'll just ban the person. What are they trying to ask? Because I'm not avoiding anything, unless they're asking something really just like crazy, you know. But if it's related to the topic at hand, live Q&A and why going vegan is the best choice you can make. If it relates to that or any of the videos that we make on the regular basis, that's, you know, what we talk about here. Oh, it's a circumcision guy. Why does that guy always keep coming up? Yeah, I mean, what about circumcision as part of Q&A and why going vegan is the best choice you can make? What does that have to do with circumcision?
I said it just goes on every live he can find on YouTube, no matter what the topic is.
Yeah, completely off topic of our vegan discussion here. All right, so I'm not sure I understand your question. Oh, okay, you're talking to someone else there, all right? Okay. Yeah, effervescent. That's a good point. Yeah, what I said there, and you mentioned was something I kind of implied, but I didn't say explicitly. And yeah, not mention the animals. Don't mention no animals needed to die in order for this meal to make. Don't mention that. That's where things start getting gnarly. Just talk about how it's healthy for you. It's got complete source of protein, and it's good for the environment. Like how come someone have a problem with that? Just because it doesn't have dead animal bits in there.
Particularly if you're not saying anything about their food, then why are they saying something about yours?
Yeah, as Angie points out, particularly if you're not saying anything about their food, what gives them the right to be a dick about what you're eating?
I might cut you off at the pass before you call me out. Oh, Lost Kingdom opened up.
Oh, cool. Nagev Athlete. Remember Nagev Athlete?
Yeah, he posted on Instagram.
Yeah, I made the persimmon pudding today from Keep It Carb Baby. Really good.
It looked super good. He put all these additionals in it.
No, I did?
Yeah, he had like bananas and blueberries and looked fancy.
Joss wants to know, do we know any really good salt and oil-free recipes? Yes.
Yeah, a little cookbook.
You came to the right place. The entire cookbook of Keep It Carb Baby. Angie's book here. All salt and oil free. So yeah, if you're looking for salt and oil free, vegan, whole food, plant-based, you're going to have a hard time finding a lot of those. And I haven't shown anyone for a while. You can get, let me go there right now. Let me go to our website, Keep It Carb Baby. Right now, you can get the ebook for Keep It Carb Baby for half price. Excuse me, guys, $6.50 for the ebook. And we still have copies of the printed book of Keep It Carb Baby as well. It's a little bit more, and if you live outside the United States, the shipping's a little bit high, but we send priority mail everywhere else here in the United States. So yeah, all these recipes, oil-free, salt-free, and they've been proofread by Tracy, our moderator here, who's actually helping Angie out with the upcoming book, the follow-up to Keep It Carb Baby, which will also be oil and salt-free, right?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Obviously.
Yeah. Tracy posted the link in the show notes. So if you are inclined, rarely do we put the ebook half price, but we're doing it right now through the holidays. So now is a wonderful time to get yourself an ebook copy of Keep It Carb Baby. Or if you want the full book, it's got some benefits too, because notice how it's spiral bound here. So you can just leave, see this little metal spiral here? So you can leave a page open on your kitchen counter or whatever, on the island, whatever you cook on, and have the recipe always facing you. So check it out. I love eating how we eat. So simple, so good. Yeah, a lot of potatoes there.
That was pretty good.
Avocados are good. Yeah, plant power. Yeah, we don't put salt in the recipes, but I've said many times before, I'm not like a salt avoider.
Just
Meaning,
put the salt on when it's done.
yeah, I could put some on when it's done if you really want some. If you guys, if anyone's really into salt, you can always put some on into the recipe if you want. When we go out to restaurants, we're getting salt there, so it's not like we're like salt-free vegans.
I put some salt on the potatoes because they were bland.
Oh, okay, Angie said she did put a little salt on these potatoes here today. So yeah, we're not salt avoiders completely, but yeah, we're very mindful about when we're using salt. Wow, Piano Mike, 4 a.m. we're at. Get to bed, Piano Mike. Tomorrow's going to be really, really weird for you. Probably is going to be already, so get to bed. I don't want to keep you guys up. I won't stay on too much longer here out of respect to everyone. So, yeah, let's do maybe a last round of questions here. Let's see, Yoga Kennedy. I was born, and Angie, we were both born in Los Angeles, California. Is it a good idea to stay away from drinking coffee? Depends who you ask. Angie likes her coffee. I pretty much never drink coffee unless I take a little sip of hers from time to time. Yeah, I agree with both Cam and To Danny, that salt is a fine balance. Yeah, often we'll go to a restaurant where there's just like way too much salt on it and it ruins the flavor of the food. But I've noticed less is more. Just put a few sprinkles of salt on and see how that goes. Often that's all you need. All right, Authentic Bear. Authentic Bear, no, this is not about your dumb topic here. Not dumb, but this is not related to veganism. Okay, I call it dumb because you keep coming on all the time.
The same guy?
All the time, yeah. At least
No.
at least it looks like the same question. So anyway, Caitlin asks, did we find it hard to eat a whole foods diet right away? You're definitely eating more fruits and veggies. Great, as a vegan now, but I still rely on some vegan junk food, mock meats. Yeah, I mean,
Ugh, big meat.
yeah, in our earlier vegan days, I would when I was making the transition, I thought, oh, the mock meats were awesome, you know. But now I just have them once in a while, and I'd rather just have whole foods than fake meats. But that's it. I'll have them. You know, like we had some fake meats around the Thanksgiving holiday.
Seitan.
Yeah, seitan, stuff like that. You know, so you know, I just feel better. That's it. It's not like I'm abstaining from the mock meats or the processed food. I just notice when I eat more whole food plants, I feel better on all levels. You know, not to sound cheesy, but like mental clarity, just body energy. My body seems to be operating better. And I feel more kind of bogged down when I eat more of the processed foods, which can happen. Yeah, when you go on a trip, you know, you don't have access to all your home kitchen, you're eating at restaurants, you know, if you're out at a convention or whatever, you know, you're eating more food out. I feel it, you know, especially if it happens for multiple days. So I just prefer the whole food plants. But yeah, if I'm out and there's not many options and other than like, you know, some processed vegan stuff, I'll eat that, you know. I just know when I get back home, I'm going to hit my whole food plants hard. Yeah, I'm with you, Effervescent Bubbles. Used to love them, now I just find them a bit salty. Yeah, salt can affect high blood pressure, can cause bloating, but I just don't like how all that salty stuff makes me feel after a while. What's my favorite fruit to eat? Asked Johnny. Yours is watermelon. It's, you know, it depends what you mean by favorite. Like, you know, like as far as what I eat day in and day out, you guys know I have bananas and I'll in my smoothie. So I'm like fruitarian for like 1/3 of the day. I'll put bananas and then I'll top it off with some berries, either strawberries or blueberries. But you know, my favorite thing to eat that brings me great immense pleasure is cherries when they're ripe and in season. Fresh local cherries from California, you know, fresh off the tree, perfectly ripened. That's my favorite fruit. It only happens, you know, like once a year for about like 4 to 6 weeks here. So you just gotta like hit it hard, man. When the fruit's here and it's dank, and you know, spend the money, or else you'll have regrets when it's all gone. Let's see. Hey, Joseph Michael, did we try Just Egg? Yeah, we've had it a few times. What was our thoughts on it, Angie?
It's a little sweet.
Yeah, it's a little sweet, huh?
Yeah, I kind of prefer the other one. The
Follow Your Heart?
Yeah, the Follow Your Heart.
Yeah, we still like the Follow Your Heart one better. Hopefully they're still working and tweaking the Just Egg one. And
it's kind of the asshole since I just made a scramble, but I just made chickpea scramble.
Oh, yeah.
So we went with the whole
yeah,
food.
and we just had the scramble here, but it's made out of chickpea. You know, a whole food scramble rather than like the weird processed one. And I'm hoping too the price will be cheaper. I know it's a new product and you know economies of scale haven't kicked in on this new product yet, but hopefully it'll be a lot cheaper than chicken eggs. That's the whole goal, to have it be cheaper. And you know, once they reach a certain level of production, it should, but it's just not there yet. So if it were cheaper, I'd probably grab it more. But for now, like $9 for that little tube, you know, it seems a little prohibitive. And it's really, I didn't find it to be that delicious. I guess I like the taste of chickpeas better. But yeah, hopefully, like I said, it'll be cheaper in time. Yeah, it is a bit overpriced right now. Let's see. Race lover, that's funny. Let's see, Whole Foods. I thought it was the same every market I've been to. I thought it's like $9 or something like that, $8 or $9 for that Just Egg tube.
It's not like $6.99.
Oh, is it? I thought it was.
Maybe it's more.
I forgot. It's been a while. I haven't bought it for a little while. Okay, it's like $6 to $7. Okay, that's what Angie kind of remembered too. Okay. That's a little bit more reasonable. Maybe right when it was new it was $9. Maybe it was a little bit better now. But I just haven't bought it in quite a while. Wow, Yoga Kitty, Just Egg is $4 in your small town right now. That's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Once it reaches $4, then I think it'll be I'd probably be tempted to buy it a little bit more often, maybe like once every month or so. Just get some egg, keep it in the fridge if I ever just want to make a quick kind of egg thing. Race lover, that's pretty funny there about chickpea. All right, I don't want to touch on that though. What do fake eggs taste like? We're talking about just egg right now, and they taste a lot like non-fake eggs. That's their whole point. They're engineered to have the taste and texture and the cooking properties of non-fake eggs. So that's what they pretty much taste like. Just a slightly different taste to them. It's pretty darn close though. It has a bunch of ingredients you can't even pronounce though. That's true. That's why I think our chickpea egg thing that Angie made us here is, our chickpea scramble. That's in Keep It Carb Baby too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the chickpea scramble that we just had here too. Keep It Carb Baby. So once again, check out our book here, Keep It Carb Baby. Whole food plants for the win. Yeah, hey, you find it, huh?
Oh yeah, it's in breakfast.
Kay wants to know, should I watch Home Alone? Yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm bad.
Yes. Yeah, we watched Home Alone 1, 2 Christmases ago, and then last year we saw Home Alone 2. So yes, watch them. Yeah.
Here you go, Papa.
Yeah, here's basically the recipe in Keep It Carb Baby, the chickpea scramble here. So, that's pretty much what we had there. Whole food plants, guys. Yeah, I liked it better than the Just Egg, and that your chickpea scramble didn't cost like $5 million to beta prototype and all that.
No, that's true.
Yeah, plant power. Yeah, Beyond Meat. Just the Beyond Meat stuff is still pricey. It's one of those things where hopefully we'll see the price come down. In fact, I should try to do an interview with Ethan Brown. He's promised me he'd do one before. Hopefully he's not too big and busy now, but I want to talk to him about their what they think about the price, economies of scale, price coming down over time, because right now it's still pretty expensive. You would think, even right now, they're at such a level where they can produce a lot more than they could do, like, say, 2 years ago. You would think the price should have come down by now. But I know it costs a lot to start up a new industry. They don't have the luxury of just having an industry that's been around for decades or a century even, starting from scratch. So I know it costs a lot to make a whole new infrastructure. Yes, yeah, I have no problems with wheat helmet. Yeah, I mean, it's not something I go and seek out all the time, but yeah, I'm not like intolerant or what's the word, celiac disease or anything like that. No, yeah, but it's not a huge part of my diet though, but I have no problem with wheat.
Oh, you literally just had a multi-grain piece of toast.
Oh yeah, I just had a multi-grain piece of toast right there with the avocado, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Jorge knows all this stuff here. Costco has Beyond Meat for way cheaper. We don't have a Costco membership. Oh, Cynthia has some good news. Starting a food co-op in your area, and the president is vegan. Awesome. So I'm hoping that at your co-op you're going to have a lot of vegan food represented there, a lot of vegan products. If effervescent feels like a lot of these vegan companies are in it just to make the money. I agree with you, but I would say look at the top. See of which of these companies where their CEOs are actually vegan and they had a vision, not like a drug-induced vision, but like a visionary, like Steve Jobs, someone who sees what he wants to create and goes out and makes it happen. And that's what I see the CEO of Beyond Meat, Ethan Brown, as he's a vegan. He had a vision. CEO of Hampton Creek, Josh Tetrick, as far as I know, vegan, and came up with like the Just Egg and all that stuff. Yeah, they're not even called Hampton Creek anymore. It's just like Just, right? Is that it?
I think so.
Yeah, so I say look at the visionaries. Like the Impossible Burger, they don't seem to have any vegan blood, for lack of a better term, flowing through their company's
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
DNA. I mean, from what I could tell, I mean, the way they were like serving non-vegan products at the expo products, you guys saw Vegan Zombies video about that. I mean, that wouldn't happen if you had a vegan culture in your company, the DNA of veganism in your culture. So I would say, look at how they're behaving, even though their products aren't intended to be a vegan product, but if the creator was vegan, they would have that ethos, they would have that DNA embedded into how their company operates. So yeah, I'm saying just don't paint them all in the same broad stroke of just in it for the money. Oh, Hardly Tin Man Adonis. Man, how long you been on? I haven't seen you yet. Hardly Tin Man Adonis. Let's see, you like the Morningstar corn dogs. Yeah, Morningstar. I remember I did a video on them earlier this year, how they're transitioning all of their products to be 100% vegan. I think by next year, they're already at 25 or 50% of the way. So I want to see their links. They're I used to eat those all the time when I was trying. Yeah. I ate those all the time in my early vegetarian and vegan days. I didn't know that they weren't fully vegan, I guess, at the time, huh? But they're sausage links. I'm really excited to check those out. I'm saying transition. It's like 2009, 2010. I haven't had them since then. But yeah, I'm excited for that one.
Since they got invented.
Huh?
I was eating those back when they got invented.
Yeah, you're eating them back, in the 80s or 90s, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see. So the corn dogs are vegan. Cool. Check that out. Hardly Tin Man Adonis. Thanks. Yeah, I haven't had a Morningstar corn dog in a long time either.
Yeah, maybe at the expo.
Yeah. Oh, they are. You just ate them today. Cool. Awesome. Oh, thanks, Tracy. Thanks for posting about our Instagram account here. It's Happy Healthy Vegan on Instagram. And Angie posts our farmers market haul, so you can see all the food, this non-junk food we're buying, all these whole food plants we're buying, and as well as many meals cooked throughout the week, and when we go to restaurants too. So we show you the whole thing. It's very transparent, how we eat day in and day out, and how we eat on those odd days when we don't eat at home. So you can see everything we're doing. Angie takes a lot of work and effort into Instagram, making sure she's got beautiful pictures, great descriptions. So yeah, just right now, just go follow Happy Healthy Vegan on Instagram, because you're wondering how come she's not making videos every day here. It's because she's posting content every day on Instagram. That's why she's carrying the load there. Yeah, thanks for the link there, Race Lover. Awesome. Let's see, Day Cross. Yeah, it's hard to find a great vegan cheese. It's getting a lot better. Have you seen the Miyoko's cheese? They're just kind of starting to get their distribution out there. I can't remember what flavors they have, if they have extra sharp cheddar or not, but I would check them out before you kind of write off all vegan cheeses.
Oh, they're the best, yeah.
Yeah, they're the best. Do they have an extra sharp cheddar, do you recall? See, I don't remember any particulars either.
Yeah, they have so many flavors.
They have a lot.
And actually, I really feel like the what's it called? Have a heart. What is it called?
Follow Your Heart?
Follow Your Heart has some pretty dang good cheeses too.
Okay, Angie raises a good point. I'm glad she's back here with me. She says that Follow Your Heart, the brand Follow Your Heart, have some pretty good cheeses as well.
Their mozzarella is really good.
Mozzarella's good. Put those on.
Had like oh my gosh, like a kind of a smoky something that was really good.
So yeah, just look at your market, see if they have Follow Your Heart, or just go to their website, see what they got there, because they have good cheeses as well. Oh yeah, thanks Tracy. Yeah, ViolLife. How can we forget them? Yeah, and
try their cheddar.
Yeah, that's what Tracy said. Check out their cheddar. How could I forget ViolLife? Yeah.
I know. They were so kind to us this year.
Yeah, they're really cool. Some of these brands are easier or harder to find at your markets. You have to look. Maybe you can buy them online. Who knows? I don't know if Amazon Prime or whatever's gone, but look around. There are some good cheeses to be found. Just a matter of you being able to get them at your local stores. Yeah, Miyoko's. I see some love for Miyoko's here. Let's see. I see someone from Arkansas, which is where my mom's side of the family's from. You live in Arkansas. No one around here even knows you're vegan. Bible thumpers will stone you. Not a joint stone either. No. I thought things were changing more. I mean, I thought plant-based diets, vegan diets are getting more acceptance, even in the deep south there. I'm glad you point that out. I'll have to do some research if I ever go back and try to visit my family that I haven't seen since I was like 3 years old in Arkansas. But I want to go back there and see where my family's from. Zachary, would I start an animal sanctuary? Well, you guys know we are supporters of Sail Ranch Sanctuary out here in Temecula, California, and it is a full-time job, not only for the owners, but for the volunteers, the vets, the fundraising to keep the whole operation going. It is...
I don't think we have that skill set.
Yeah, it is what you commit your life to. So, no, we just don't have the skill set, the property, everything. You wouldn't be seeing YouTube videos on the reg from us anymore too if that were to happen. So no, that's why I say there's not one right way to be a vegan activist. And yes, Sail Ranch Sanctuary, they are vegan. She's a vegan. And there's not one right to be an activist. What she's doing is an incredible service, taking in animals who are about to be slaughtered or killed in some way. And this is their one and only hope at getting a life, living their life out as they want to do, as all sentient beings want to do. So now what they're doing is an incredible service. Not everyone can do that. And so we need more people to do that. It's amazing. I have nothing but immense respect for them. Oh, hey, Tadani. Yeah, sure, man. I'm glad you're appreciating our streaming here. Man, if you're leaving us, thanks for watching. Hey, Gil Films, how's it going? So Delicious he's bringing up So Delicious brand has some really good cheeses. Have we had So Delicious cheeses?
I think we've only had their like ice creams.
Yeah, just their ice cream, huh? Okay, well,
maybe a yogurt.
We'll check that out. Cool. Let's see. Well, I know some of us just joined here. I think Joseph Michael just got on not that long ago, or Gil Films. But I've been on for quite a bit now, so I want to, out of respect to everyone watching, especially our moderators, in this stream here. Let me think though. Anything I want to tell you before we go?
Let's see. The ebook sale.
Yeah, the ebook. Yeah, the ebook sale for Keep It Car Baby still on our website for half price. Let me just put that up on the screen one more time because we don't do this too often. There's the that's the printed book. That is not half price. We don't really have too many copies. That's why we didn't do a big sale on the printed book. But Keep It Car Baby, and I should say our album here, Love Spirals, Life Goes On CD. That's half price right now. $2. $6.50. Look at that big price cut there. Half price. And we'll autograph it too. Something you can't get from Amazon or anywhere else. We'll autograph our CD for you. I was coming to show you, I'll Keep It Car Baby as well. $6.50, half price through the holidays here. So if you're wondering if you get a copy, now is the perfect time to do that. So,
what else? Oh, the t-shirts, how you had to order more.
Yeah, for those of you that liked our new long sleeve black t-shirts, these ones here, let me go back to our store page. Here they are. We sold out in a lot of sizes, so we'll get some more in after New Year's, probably around the 4th or the 6th, something like that. So yeah, make sure you're following our Instagram. Angie will for sure let you know when we got these in. These have been great. They're nice and thick. They're just really warm. So it's a high quality shirt. I'm really impressed with that product there. So check.
Lots of mediums in though?
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, these here. So yeah, we have medium and extra large right now. Those are only two sizes we have in stock right now, medium and extra large. So if you're interested, again, shop.happyhealthyvegan.org or just go to happyhealthyvegan.org. You'll see the link right there.
What was on to watch the
and Angie says to watch, if you haven't seen it already, we made a vlog. We released a vlog a few days ago of us eating all the wintry holiday special foods at Disneyland and California Adventure Park. So that's new for us. You guys have seen us go all the time after the holidays and eat all the regular food, the regular vegan foods there. But yeah, we're there for the holidays, and I think they're having all their holiday foods till January 6th. Does that sound right?
Yeah, January 6th.
January 6th. So it's not too late. So yeah, you can still go for the next couple weeks. So you'll, yeah, just check out our vlog. I think it's our most recent one. eating vegan at California Adventure Park holiday. What's it called? Festival of the Holidays.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's a fun vlog. Yeah, it's really pretty. We got some nice shots, went on some cool rides, and ate some really good vegan food. Disneyland's becoming my model of the perfect like vegan food scenario. You should have at least, if you're not a vegan, all vegan restaurant, you should have at least one vegan option at every spot on the park, and that's what they're working towards. So much respect to Disneyland. If Disneyland can do it, anyone can do it. That's what I'm going to try to get Long Beach to be like, actually.
It's a fun video for people to watch with their family.
Oh, yeah. It's a fun video to watch with your family, guys. Yeah.
So you can show them how vegan food is just like, it's just normal and natural, and it looks delicious, and it's easy to get at Disneyland.
She said there, vegan food is just normal, natural, easy to get at Disneyland of all places, too.
Yeah, and there's all the parades and bands and rides and all kinds of fun stuff. So
all sorts of fun stuff. It's not just eating the food, but you'll see how eating the vegan food is so easy there. Also, I see Plant Power said you missed an hour. I'm going to leave this video up at least till midnight tonight. So if you missed it, fine. The link should be up there. And even if I take the link down off our homepage, I'm going to make the video unlisted, which means if you have the link, if you got like a notification in your email or on your mobile device, you should be able to click the notification and have it take you to the video still. So yeah, keep watching. Yeah, Race Lover, that was YouTube. That was our most recent YouTube video, the Vegan Disney Festival of Holidays video. So check that sucker out. So hopefully in the next couple of days, I'll have enough time to research and film my probably final Chris Kresser Lightning Wilkes video response. I'm going to go into protein quality. So wish me luck on that. Hopefully I have more time since I probably won't be able to do much like basketball or running the next few days with my sore knee. So I'll be working more, maybe doing some upper body workout if anything. But yeah, that'll be next. Yeah, the Chris Kresser versus James Part 3 will be on order. Unfortunately, I'll probably have it ready for Christmas. I don't want to release it Christmas Day, so look for
hilarious.
So look for it maybe the day after.
Christmas, guys.
Look for it the day after Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
Also, I'll probably put it out tomorrow. I edited together a video about my new computer I got. I just, it's not a vegan topic, but I know a lot of you guys are interested in how us being content creators, what we use, how we do it. So I just put that together. It was a really easy video for me to edit and put out there. So I'll probably put that out tomorrow for you. Anyone who's interested in my new Mac Pro, check that out. It might not be the same Mac Pro that you might be thinking about. So watch that video. So I guess that's it, guys. Yeah, that's all the little announcements we had. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed to us here on YouTube. Just hit the subscribe button now. A lot of people said they got unsubscribed, which means you don't get the notification. So just make sure, double check you're subscribed and that notification bell is hit, and follow us, Happy Healthy Vegan, on Instagram. All right, so much thanks to everyone. This has been a great discussion. It's great when I always see Tracy and Race Lover. I know you guys are gonna keep it totally under control here. So you guys did an awesome job. I thank you guys for taking some time out of your Sundays here and providing everyone a great experience, chilling out and talking about all things vegan. And thanks to you guys. Thanks to everyone watching. If you're watching late, if you're watching live, either way, thank you so much for supporting us. Like I said, taking some time away to work on my campaign. Really had regrets, I really miss just working hardcore on YouTube. This is where I feel like I'm in my element, my wheelhouse, so to speak. So appreciate you guys giving us a platform to discuss all these topics that we talked about today. So thank you so much, guys. Much love. Happy holidays to everyone. All right, peace out. Much love, guys. Bye.